Hello there. Welcome to the Dutch Boyd Poker Show, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm your host, three-time World Series of Poker Bracelet winner Dutch Boyd. Down below me is my lovely co-host, Michelle Eximoa Cosper. Today is Thursday, April 14th, and we are streaming live on Twitch TV. How you doing down there, Eximoa?
Good.
Okay, then. Today we're going to be deep in some cool events on wsop.com, where the Spring Poker Series is in full force. First up on the schedule is the 2,500 Guaranteed Turbo event. It's a $10 buy-in, $10 rebuys, and $10 double add-on. My favorite kind of add-on, you guys. Do we take the double add-on, Eximoa?
Yes.
Always. We're always taking the double add-on. Later we have the 2K Guaranteed Nightly, the 3K Guaranteed 30 rebuy and add-on, and then if we feel a little frisky, maybe the 12, 15, 1500 Nightlies. So, yeah, let's get started. Let's do this. Registering for the 2K Guaranteed No Limit Hold'em Deep Stack rebuy and add-on right now. We'll pop it on the stream. Hope that everybody's doing well. For those also on the grind tonight, we salute you. Good luck. And a very special happy birthday wish to our friend Scott Seaver.
Happy birthday, Scott.
Okay, I just registered, and it's taking a second to come up. Just sitting there, hanging.
Oh, no.
It says unregistered. Nope, I don't want to unregister. I want to... Oh, you know why?
No.
That's the 2K Guaranteed that I just got into. So let's get into this 2,500 Guaranteed. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, because it wasn't...
That makes a lot of sense.
It hasn't gone...
Looks like 3 people have already been eliminated from this tournament, 81 out of 84. So 3 people deciding to give us all a little bit of their equity, not sticking around for that double add-on. Big mistake. Big mistake. Okay, here we go. It's starting right now. Oh, I'm so excited. The weekend grind is on. Ace-5 offsuit, not a bad way to start it off. We got some familiar players at our table. BC, McLaw, Lindley Liu, and Castor. All familiar faces for us here on wsop.com. Coming in for a raise, 3x with Ace-5 offsuit after everyone folds to us on our button. Okay, I'm ready. Last weekend we called our shot. We said we were going to win something, and we didn't. We got second place. So close. This weekend, I think it's going to be a little different. So Lambanali making a 3x raise here from the big blind. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it a fold. I don't think that he's doing this with a weaker, and just way too often we're looking at a bigger ace. So making the fold. I don't like being in a situation where we're hoping that he's got pocket nines and we've got 3 outs. I also hate being in a situation where we could hit our hand and have no idea where we're at. You know, if it comes out ace 10 4, what are we going to do with ace 5? Are we really going broke with that hand? I say no. So, fold and move on. We've got Albino 2004, the very first one on our stream to say hello.
Yes.
Albino, it's good to see you, man. Always a pleasure to have you here on the stream. If you're playing tonight, I hope that you're doing well. Is it raining outside? Is it raining in Vegas?
No.
I feel like I'm hearing rain.
That's June chewing on her chewy.
Okay. We sure?
Yeah, I'm positive it's not raining. Oh,
It's
no.
pretty
Are you
overcast.
hearing things now?
Sniper MPS
Hey.
chilling out with us in the stream. We also have Vice Chick. Vice Chick, it's great to see you.
And Pappy Van Winkle.
Great to have you with us, Pappy. He says, hey, Dutch, hey, X-Mall, good luck tonight, guys. Take them add-ons. Thank you very much for the good luck wish. Beauty and the Beast. Thank you, Albino 2004.
Rawr. Sooner Chris Poker is also here.
It's
Joining
great to
us.
see you, Sooner. Okay, so we got Chris JG going a little bit. You can't blame somebody for getting in there with pocket jacks, especially on that flop 9-3-3. You got to think pocket jacks is ahead. I actually don't like the way that Crozy Grind played it. I kind of feel like he gave too many chill cards. There's any overcard, and Chris might decide to slow down there. As it was, he decided to go the whole way, even when the king came on the river. One of these reasons why I don't like slow playing pocket ace is I think that when Crozy Grind fired out on that 9-3-3 board and got action from Chris, that maybe it's time to go ahead and put Chris on a pocket pair or a 9 and just put the rest of the chips in.
It looks like Albino had made his Twitch debut last night. Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
How did it go? What did you play? Poker, I'm assuming? And J-Doc is also here.
J-Doc, great to see you, man.
And A Hollywood Guy. Loves the sound. Perfect as can be.
Oh, that reminds me, I got to change the title.
Oh no, I was gonna mention it, but I decided not to say anything. Jacob, 69, sub for 9 months in a row. Thank you, Jacob, for your continuing support.
Jacob, thanks, man.
Our poker stream.
Really appreciate that. Okay, yeah, I gotta change the title here.
So it was poker, Dutch, Albino,
second,
streams,
guys.
so awesome. Anonymous, 80 says, good luck, Dutch.
Thank you, man. Okay, so what are we on? We're on 35. And you know what? If I'm going to get it up to if I'm going to get up to 200 episodes like I want this year,
we got to step it up.
We do have to step it up. I might be doing 5 times a week starting next week, Wednesday through Sunday.
Wait a minute. Wednesdays I wanted to stream.
Okay.
So if you do Wednesday through Sunday, I want at least probably a Monday or a Tuesday. I get one of those days.
You get whatever day you want.
That's right. I'll think of, well, we don't have to be concerned about it right now, but I do want to start streaming 1 day a week. That's my plug, if I ever do. So that's good. So in your streams that you're going to be doing, Dutch, what do you think? Are you going to add new programs? I
think so. I think we're going to get back to doing some of those HPT viewing parties that we were doing last year. I really enjoyed doing them.
We should probably because we can't do one every week, right? Because then we would run out. Or do you think there's enough?
I think that we have a lot to do before we start running out, before we have to really worry about them. So I think that maybe an HPT viewing party once a week, and I'm going to try to do a couple more poker clinics before the World Series starts.
We have some new viewers here. A Killer J, nice to see you too. Simpson H, good luck. Rob UGA 97 says, evening everyone, and evening to you. And Zulon 1988 also. Shulon.
That's how I think we're saying that. It's great to see you, Shulon. 1988.
Oh, another The Machine 1984. Good luck, Dutch. What was Orwell's book? Is that Orwell's book 1984?
Yeah.
I hadn't read that in a long time. I think it's Orwell's book.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. 2 + 2 = 5.
Oh wow, anonymous. It's 4:26 here in Finland, but I had to wake up. And when I got your email, or he got an email said that you were online. Great, thanks. So you must be following us, and if you guys aren't following us, it's the button below me, right about here, and above Dutch if you're on mobile, and it will give you notifications and tell you and alert you that we are on.
And it just makes you feel good following.
And it helps our stream.
One of my favorite things to do is just go around following a bunch of streams. Try it. You'll like it.
See, I'm not like that. I'm very, very picky about who I follow, so.
Not me. Okay, making the fold here with Jack 5 off suit. BRB VFL says he's going to be here watching all night. Thank you very much for being here, BRB. and really appreciate the time you spend with the crew, with the Twitch community.
June knows that we're on.
June knows nothing.
She knows everything. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get her a treat. She probably finished her treat. Did you finish your treat?
Treats for June.
For harassment.
Jared, great to see you, man. Good luck tonight, Dutch. He says, thank you, Jared. If you're playing, good luck to you too. I really appreciate the good luck wish. I could use it. Last weekend was a little ho-hum. Last weekend was, I think our aces cracked a meter. It kind of stalled out at about 1.
I think it's still, I don't even know what, is it at 1
I think it's
still?
at 2. Let's find out. Guys, this is not a spoiler.
I did it right now. It's 2.
2.
So, Dutch, do you have any scuttlebutt? Is that how you say it? Scuttlebutt?
That's the word of the weekend, you guys. Any
viewers.
interesting poker scuttlebutts?
Do you have any scuttlebutt, Dutch?
So that means rumors or stories. No?
No good. Is anybody here on in chat?
Here.
Maybe you guys have some good scuttlebutt.
What happened this week? So the GPL is on its second week. We just got Aaron Paul on the LA Sunset team. That's kind of cool. Kinda. Let's go ahead and fire out a half pot size bet. I don't think against 2 opponents we can really count on the continuation bet. And with a pair of 9s, I'm feeling pretty good about the hand. I don't really want to give away free cards. So we got Chris JG making a min raise here. Sure, I think that we're just going to go ahead and make the call and see what happens on the turn. I'm kind of putting him on some sort of pair or some sort of flush draw. He could be putting me on a flush draw too. No real way to tell. But you know what? It's a $10 rebuy and add-on turbo, so I'm going to go ahead and dodge a spade on the turn and get it all in there. Okay. Jacob saying those HBT viewing parties really did help the game. Gosh, I hate these half-pot bets. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. It's a $10 rebuy and add-on, you guys. We're not going anywhere. Let's just go ahead and get it in there. And we got there. Same hand.
Wow.
Nice hand there, Chris. Nice.
Wow, that's some awesomeness. So, Dutch, do you have your schedule prepared to be out there, or do you want to make it first? You haven't done that yet, right?
I did do it.
Oh, you did? Did you get a little thing to post up? Or?
We have our WSP schedule.
But do you have like a link to it?
I don't have a link to it just yet. I want to put it on the.
Wants to make it pretty.
I want to make it pretty. I want to put it on the blog.
You should put flowers all over it, maybe.
So now we got Chris JG open limping. Okay, I'll see a flop for 5-1. Yeah, I want to get some flowers on the schedule first before I release it to the world. But guess what, guys? I am going to have 4 tournaments this summer that I'm going to be selling action to. 2 of them are 6-max tournaments. 2 of my 3 bracelets are in 6-handed events. The 5K and the that's pretty. The 5K and the 10K 6-max events. I think there's also another 5K event that I'm going to be selling action to. Altogether 4 events that I'm going to be selling pieces in. A couple people have asked, and I'll probably be selling them on uStake. Try that platform out. I've always been kind of partial to TastyStakes.com, but now that uStake bought Tasty Stakes, I kind of feel like it's time to get used to uStake. I don't think that we can really value bet this, but the 3 of spades does kind of help our hand. Could put us ahead. Okay, so Chris JG with the King 6. Probably should have bet that on the flop, Chris, after 2 checks to you. Not really the kind of hand you want to give some free cards to 2 random hands. I don't like the check back. Tell you guys the truth. Okay, pocket 5s. Let's do some quad mining. Let's do it. Hit it? No.
Oh, scuttlebutting is a nautical term, Dutch.
Is that right, Shytac?
That's right.
Well, I think we'll go ahead and fire out a half-pot size bet against BC McClaw and continue like pocket fives is the best hand here. He check and calls, and now he's checking again. And we were kind of representing a queen, I suppose. I guess now we're just hoping that he was check calling with like an ace-jack, ace-10. What do we do if BC McClaw fires out? So we're losing to pocket nines. We're ahead of ace-10 and ace-jack, and that's about it. Pocket jacks. He's ahead. Nice hand there, BC. Nice hand there, BC McClaw.
No one knows any scuttlebutt in chat? S maybe wants to know if you ever use prom faces or prime faces. I don't know if it's prime. I just Googled it.
What is prom faces?
I don't know. I Googled it and it suggested prime
faces?
Prime, but I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure what that is, S maybe.
What could it be, S maybe?
So I guess the answer is no. No, I've never used it. You guys want to see what the payouts are so far? So right now, first, $700. It's kind of early, though. We've got 97 rebuys. 4 people have let themselves bust out without a rebuy, without getting to that add-on period.
Yeah, prime faces. That's what it was.
I think that the add-ons hit in 21 minutes. So since this is a turbo, since these levels are going pretty quick in this thing. Yeah, 75, 150, and then comes 100, 200. Let's go ahead and make a little isolation here against Chris, who we've seen open limps pretty weak. Pocket sixes has to be ahead of his open limp. Not quite going to give him that bony fish just yet, but you guys know how I feel about those open limps. I hate them. I hate them. So an ace queen 7, not really the best flop for us, because if he was limping with a weakish ace, then he just hit it. But there's enough that we're beating here that go ahead and continue. We're going to continue with anything, having the pre-flop initiative against this guy. A check call from him. Maybe pocket sixes is ahead. He could have some sort of combo draw, but we're pretty much giving up at this point to any sort of aggression from Chris. The ace is good. It makes it less likely that he has one. Makes it a little bit more light. There's more combinations of combo draws than aces in his hand. Fires out 400. I don't think Chris does this with just a naked queen. He hasn't really been getting the kind of value. So we're going to go ahead and make the call and hope that he's got a combo draw. Call. Okay, queen. Nice hand there, Chris. Good value bet. I think he probably could have gotten a little bit more from me. I think if he fires out a half pot size bet, I'm going to go ahead and just grudgingly call. 1750.
Mr. Gambler 99 is at your table.
I think he could have made it about 875, and I'm making the call, and I'm hating it, but I'm still making the call.
Did you get that? Sorry for
Mr. Gambler.
He's somewhere. One of these guys.
One of these guys. Which one are you?
Well, I hope it's the shark.
Identify yourself.
He is.
Oh, he's in the 2K guarantee.
Oh, okay, not this one. Okay. Oh, you're in 2 then.
Yeah, we just got into the 2K.
Let me see.
You know what kind of sucked about the 2K is before we got a chance to rebuy, we won a hand. So now we're sitting here with 4,200. And we can't get up to 8,000.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So the Machine 1984 asking, what do you think about the GPL in regards to making the game more popular? Well, I wish them the best of luck with that. I'm really hoping that they bring more people into Twitch and more people into poker. I was watching a little bit today, and I was watching the Olivier Bisquet versus Jonathan Duhamel. I was watching a little bit of the Jason Mercier match. I hope that they keep on building the game of poker. I hope that more people come and watch, and I hope that it's successful.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch. There's a lot of people watching it.
There were some cool things going on Twitch this week. Did you see Doug Polk broke the record for the biggest win on
No,
on
I
Twitch?
didn't. I didn't see that. How much did he win?
Something like 167,000.
Whoa! What event was it?
It was one of the Poker Stars Sunday tournaments. Yeah, 167,000 for first, and he was streaming it, and it was really cool to watch. That was on Sunday. So Bonyfish saying he's leaving to the WSOP circuit events Saturday. Got the Fist Bump T-shirt and patch is packed.
Woo-hoo.
Bonyfish,
Take
good
lots of
luck out there, man.
pictures.
I'm definitely rooting for you. I'm hoping that you come back with a success story. And
I think I follow. Yeah, I think I follow you on Twitter. Make sure you update.
yeah. Okay, so Kurosi Grind coming in with a min raise, BC McClaw gambling it up, making the fold for 9-5 offsuit. Pretty easy. Gotta love those easy decisions. And we've got him. Michelle,
Huh?
look over at the table.
Hold on. I'm looking.
We've got the aces. We've got the unbeatable
Oh, what's
hand.
going
We've got
on?
the uncrackable hand. And we've got Chris JG coming in with a min raise. Yeah, I'll go ahead and 3-bet it. We've seen Chris open limp, and now he's making a min raise. We've seen him make that kind of min raise with pocket jacks. Here he makes the call, 5-6-8. Not the best flop for pocket aces, but definitely not the worst.
Oh gosh, I hope it's the oh gosh.
There we go. Hold.
Hold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Wow. Well, back to zero.
Starting off with those aces cracked, man. That's
Damn.
rough.
Damn.
So, hooray for rebuys. And do you know how to change the aces cracked meter when it comes up?
No. No, I don't. I should probably. I do it the old-fashioned way, Dutch. I just go through Nightbot. Yeah, but I'll wait until it catches up. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do it through the typing.
No. Okay, so we would be making a 500. Let's go ahead and make it 700 against Chris JG's
Shove,
open
Dutch.
limp. At this point, we're going to go ahead and give him the bony fish, not because of the sevens, but because of this hand right here.
So angry.
You shouldn't be open limping when the antes have kicked in. If a hand is worth playing, it's worth raising. And pretty good flop, really, for the 3-4 suited. We've got the open-ended straight draw. Fire out the same amount into Chris JG. He makes the call. Little 5 of spades gives us more. Gives us flush outs now, too. So let's go ahead and fire out a half pot size bet. And the jack of clubs hits. So we have no outs here, and we just kind of hope that we're up against an 8-7 or a flush draw that missed. We're not. We're up against the queen. So clicking on that rebuy right quick, get that double rebuy in, back to 8,000 chips.
Okay, dokay. And a scuttlebutt, Dutch, is a cast on a shipboard to contain fresh water for a day's use. or a drinking fountain on a ship, or at a naval or marine installation. It also does mean rumor and gossip. So
good to know. I think that we can safely say that we'll probably be using it to mean rumor and gossip more than the Navy definition.
Yes. I thought scuttlebutting would be like, reminds me of a little bug, like walking across.
Scuttlebutt.
Yeah, like scuttling with his butt. I mean, if you were to ask me, what's scuttlebutt? That's my guess would be like a bug walk.
What's
a bug dance?
We got Dakota Cohoon chilling out. Great to see you, Dakota. Hope things are going well. Good luck on your grind tonight if you're with us. Dakota is a regular in a lot of these WSOP events. Looks like 12 players have decided not to take that double add-on. Ugh. Like a fool. Sorry to hear it, man. He says he joined the Smash Screen Club yesterday.
Oh, why did you... Oh.
It's not a good club to join, man. I can't tell you how many times I've smashed up Michelle's screen. I've fixed a lot of busted screens.
You've only like broken like three of my phone screens. I think one time you were drunk with the Robo Butler drunken machine.
No, the last one. The last one was at the our New Year's party. We got Stephen Rushing 8 months in a row. Great to have you here, and Stephen Rushing, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you keeping the channel and the stream going. Let me give some crew love here. Thanks for the resub, man. It really makes a difference. It makes a huge difference.
I think
so thank you so much.
Just happened. So yes, we had what was it? The robot butler drink a machine.
Robot bartender.
Yeah, he was awesome. You know,
it was pretty cool.
When we were sober, he was like a really awesome thing.
You know, the only thing I wish that they would change about it is I wish they would kind of give him a face. You know, I wish that maybe there would be like some sort of app or something that you could put on like a.
I don't think
Kindle.
They should make I think they should actually get a robot.
He
to
needs
do it.
a face.
They should actually get a robot to do it. Like
he needs to be like
robot.
If like someone comes in and you know, it's like just a straight whiskey. He's like, oh, it give you like reactions and stuff. We can make the fold here. 10-8 suited. Yeah, so Bonyfish, GPL stands for the Global Poker League. It's something that's going on every day here on Twitch. Heads-up matches. So you see these online heads-up matches between some of the game's greatest players. Is it interesting to watch? I was watching it. You know, I kind of felt like it was interesting. I was kind of, you know, it was interesting seeing the way these players mix it up. They definitely limp a lot more on the button than I think is really proper. But you know, they're experts. So you know, anytime they do something that I wouldn't do, I kind of have to re-examine my own game. I feel like. I feel like it's a good thing to learn, you know, about heads-up poker. That's about all you're really going to be able to learn from it, though, to tell you the truth. You know, besides who these players are. Hopefully, you know, the format changes it up a little bit down the line. Look at that, we got Klein subscribing to the stream. Klein, man,
Klein. It's
great to have you. Welcome to the crew. I feel like you've subbed before, but you know what, Klein? I can't tell you how much it means to us. It really matters. It really does make a big difference and helps us keep the stream going. So thank you very much for clicking on that subscribe button, man. I really appreciate it. You get some stuff. What does he get?
He gets a copy of your ebook, Poker Tilt.
That's right. I think I have a copy right here. I can show you. What else does he get?
2 fist bump patches.
A couple fist bump patches.
I have to...
We're caught up on those, by the way, guys. They all went out. Yeah. Lambinelli making a raise to 13 bigs and BC McClaw making the shove. I think we're going to actually fold Ace-Jack offsuit. If it was just BC McClaw, you know, that we had to worry about, I wouldn't be too worried. But against both of them, I mean, what am I really hoping for? Making the fold here. Well, if I knew that they had that, it wouldn't be such a bad call. Ace-10 and pocket nines. Ugh.
I don't have your...
Anyway, let's be results oriented here and say good fold.
Nice.
Good fold. But yeah, if I knew I was up against an ace 10 and a smaller pocket pair, I don't hate the call.
And Money Mike 1, check Mike, says, wow, the show is still on. Thought you guys quit. Good to see you on. We never quit.
We never quit,
this has
man.
been a stream that's been going on.
Winners never quit and quitters never lose.
No. We did take a brief break, though. So you're
I don't think that's quite right. Let's go ahead and make the call here with 9-7 off.
We did take a brief break in February, so... And I think we do we stream less, Dutch? Or
It would
no?
be
Just about the
awesome
same?
if we got some free cards here. No, I don't really feel like we're streaming less. We've been doing 4 days a week. We'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll be streaming on Saturday. We'll be streaming on Sunday. And Money Mike, next week, I think that we might actually even be bumping it up to 5 times a week. We might even be playing on Wednesdays, or at least doing some HPT viewing parties. Bony Fish says, Dutch, I don't find any of these team poker tourneys as compelling viewing. Do they make sense to you? I feel like if they were actually playing as a team, it would make a little bit of sense.
Like if they were...
But they're not actually playing as a team. They're just kind of playing individually and all contributing to team points. I mean, I would kind of like to see a team event where one team is playing the other team at the same table. I think that would be kind of cool to watch. Watching 2 or 3 people on the same team gang up on one person left. That could be kind of interesting to watch. The poker purists out there would be like, well, it would promote collusion. I would say like a team event like that, you would have to just accept collusion. You have to be like, okay, these teams are going to be playing. They can signal to each other. They can, there's no rules against that in this particular format, and it could be kind of cool watching teams play. I think that could be kind of a neat format. But as it is, having teams where just individuals play for themselves and then kind of contribute to the overall team point total. I don't know. All I will say, Bony Fish, is I just hope the GPL just knocks it out of the park. So far, it looks like it's a little bit of slow going. So far, they had fewer people watching than Jay Carver today, and there's been a lot of hype around this GPL. A lot of people are hoping that this, that the Global Poker League is what's going to take poker to the next level and kind of kickstart it from the stagnant game that it's been since Black Friday. And yeah, Klein, we are definitely giving away patches for subs. You will get 2 of them. We're caught up, by the way, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna send tomorrow morning. I'll send it out. So
we sent out a whole bunch of patches on Monday. So if you've been waiting for your patches, just wait for a couple more days. I imagine they'll hit by the weekend.
We
got Chris coming in with that open limp again. Gosh, I hate it. I hate that open limp, man. Stephen Rushing says that looks like Twitch is lagging. That sucks. Sorry to hear it, you guys. A Hollywood guy saying, Dutch, you should be doing the GPL commentary. A Hollywood guy, I agree. I keep on waiting for my phone to ring. I keep on waiting for Alex Drivers to give me a call and say, Dutch, we need you. We need you to commentate.
Because you're very good at commentating.
They have Griffin Banger, which is pretty decent. I kind of feel like Griffin's okay. And then they have Squid Poker, which is like,
Yeah, and if you guys...
Not the biggest fan, to tell you the truth. I think I think Griffin does a much better job. Every once in a while. They don't really interact well, in my opinion. Griffin comes from a... let's go ahead and make the raise here. Griffin comes from an e-gaming background before poker, so I kind of feel like he's pretty good. I don't have any complaints about him.
We're not dropping. Is there any way you can see how your stream is? Because
Yeah, we're not dropping frames.
Oh yeah, so it's Twitch then. Or it's because we're so popular. No. You have so many viewers. Aw.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, that's the only suggestion I would say is to lower the source or lower the quality to mobile. It's going to be fuzzy, but we also put our streams on YouTube, guys. So if you missed it and you want to watch it, or if you want to watch it and we're not on, go to our YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, this will end up on YouTube soon enough. And there always is the the past broadcasts are on our stream too, open for everybody.
That's right.
It used to be sub only, but we changed it.
Yeah, and we're gonna start putting the actual videos on Dutch's website as well. I mean, we're trying to do a lot of changes on our days off here, so
We're
trying. It's a lot of work, guys.
Foxy, good to see you, man. Okay, let's make a raise to 900. Yeah, we've got some changes to the stream coming up next week, you guys. I don't want to give it away. Ja Rudy says, "Hey Dutch, loved your book. I read it in 2 sittings." Ja Rudy, that's awesome. Thank you very much for actually giving it a read. Okay, so an all-in shove by Overcall. It is a rebuy. So let's gamble it.
Oh gosh, gambling. I think you were watching too much of the GPL today. You need another jack.
Well, we could take an ace too.
Or an ace would be good. Yes.
Let's gamble it up. It's a $10 turbo rebuy and add-on. So making the fold or taking a free shot and putting $20 in seems to me like it's okay to just
can we
hope
just
that
shove
we're
it
up
here
against,
to you?
6 high.
Can you
feel
shove
right.
25 times in a row, please?
Not a chance. Not doing it. I'm not doing it, Exmoor. I'm not doing that.
So Like a Fool says, back before Black Friday, there was a TV show where partners alternated cards.
How would that work?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just play together and they just switch. It's like, hey, isn't that called cheating?
Well, if it's part of the if it's part of the rules that you can do that, then no.
Aw, Klein loves this stream. I'm glad to hear that. Yay!
Well, Klein, you're keeping it going. It really does matter. Yay. It really does. It really does keep us streaming when you click on that sub button. So thank you very much.
Yeah,
man.
and we still have a lot of patches, guys. So don't think we're running out anytime soon. Do you think we're gonna get more though for the WSOP? Do we need? I
don't think we need more. I think that we're okay.
I'll be wandering the halls carrying patches and a camera. So
yeah, we gambled a little bit too much in this. We made 6 rebuys.
You have too much gamble.
We might have
skill.
gambled just a little bit too much in this turbo rebuy and add-on. But that's okay.
Do you think you learned that from watching the GPL today?
Well, when Jason Mercier called an all-in shove with 9 high,
I think the problem is that he kept on getting lucky.
It kind of made me feel like, Jason Mercier has been running really good for a long time.
He was like shoving like 3 really odd
He's just used to seeing 9 high and just getting there and winning.
And he's like, yes.
He's like, I'm probably not behind. And even if I am, I'm Jason Mercier. I call. It's like
maybe that's the confidence that you need.
So okay, so we're getting our add-on here. We're going to be at starting stack against this field. Feeling pretty good about it.
Okay, no, wait, is the other one a rebuy, an add-on? Oh, it is. I'm looking at your other table as well.
So 408 Shytac, the guy who does the WSP live streams is David Tuckman. I think he does a pretty good job. And he's one of the player ambassadors for Ustake now. Okay, guys, we're going to be right back in about 4 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Lots of great poker action left to be had tonight. What are we playing? We're doing the 3K guaranteed. We're doing this 2,500 guaranteed Spring Poker Series event number 5. We're doing the 2K guaranteed, and we'll probably play the 1,500 and the 1,250
Do you have the
guaranteed a little later on
payouts
tonight.
on top of my brain?
No.
Well,
but you know what? No time like the present to get him going, huh?
And, yes. And how many times have you rebought? We
don't want to talk about it.
We should have a little rebuy counter.
No, 2 of those rebuy's were aces going downhill. The other two though, I don't really have a very good excuse for, to tell you the truth. Ace Jack probably making the fold, but it's a $10 rebuy and add on a turbo, and it was right before the last hand to actually get the rebuy in. So I just kind of felt like if you're going to gamble, that's the time to do it. And overcall could be taking the gamble too.
Oh yeah, I know. And Dutch, before we take a break, how the wave crashes, would like to know if you still play live games regularly or mostly online now.
Let's answer that when we get back from the break.
Okay, so suspense, guys.
Yeah. So we'll keep the suspense going. Guys, make sure to click on that follow button right underneath Eximoa right above me if you're on mobile. If you are watching on YouTube, click the subscribe button and click on that like button. You guys are the best. We'll be right back. We are gonna take over the vocal room. Okay, guys, we're back. It's great to see you. Thank you for being here. Foxy1922 just stuck that sub around another month. Yay. 2 months in a row. Foxy, thank you so much for keeping it going and sticking with us. Really means a great deal to us here on the stream. It really is the difference between us streaming and not. Well, we won't stop for another month. We'll keep it going for another month.
So back to that question, Dutch. What was it again? It was, do you play live or do you play mostly online now?
Well,
very simple question to answer earlier, but you decided to let everyone.
We wanted to keep the suspense going, keep you here, and the answer is yes. I play some live games. I'm counting down the days until the World Series, where I'm going to be playing all summer live. I'll be posting my WSP schedule up on DutchBoyd.com here pretty soon, and also probably in the panels here on Twitch. Yeah. And there's going to be 4 events that I'm going to be playing that I am going to be selling action for. So if you guys are interested in having a piece,
they don't coincide with the other tournaments, right? Are they pretty?
No, we're going to go ahead and sell action in them, and
then
if we're still in a day 2 or a day 3, then the refunds happen. Otherwise,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's how that's going to work.
Well, good. Does USAC still take a piece of it though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lame.
They take a big piece of it.
You do, even if you have
Okay, any two cards against Lily Lou's open here, and the flop comes Queen, Queen, 9. Huge hand for us. Let's go ahead and make the check. Lily Lou firing out 1450. And I think we can go ahead and make the call and check again on the turn.
What do you have here?
We have a queen.
Oh, okay.
BPLPS just followed the stream. Thank you very much for clicking on that follow button.
You kind of had me worried there for a minute.
Now we're in good shape. Trying to represent like a Jack 10.
So you were really acting really well.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, what are we calling here?
Well, now we're trying to represent a Jack 10 and get a hero call from like an Ace 10, Ace Jack, or some sort of pocket pair. We don't get the hero call. Lily Lou makes the good fold. Good instincts. She smelled the queen.
Oh wow.
Lambinelli making the shove for 22 big blinds under the gun. I don't love it. I think it's too much.
It's lamb.
Looks like Lambinelli to me. Lambinelli.
I am baloney.
I am Benally?
Benally.
You think that's what that is? You think that's an I?
Belly.
I don't think that's an I.
You think that's an L?
Yeah, I think it's a lowercase L.
Oh, or a capital I.
Could be. Could be. So pay the toll. Sorry that you're having issues watching, man.
Oh, that's
Pay the toll is going to ask some questions for a homework assignment.
Oh.
He's working on a college assignment.
Maybe he should try a different browser. Maybe. That's all I was gonna say.
Oh no. Rip to Papa broke his foot, had some surgery yesterday, and gonna be bedridden for a while. Nober got a spring open for me, he says. That's got to be the most depressing hashtag I've seen all day. Sorry to hear that's happened to you, Rip to Papa. So we got Chris JG shoving for 11 bigs, making the fold.
Thank you. My mic was muted. Thanks. Sorry. Oh, dang it.
Okay, so 30 big blinds now, 31 big blinds in front of us, 3-4 offsuit. If everyone folds, we'll go ahead and take a shot at it, make it 1,300.
J. Rudy saved the stream.
Chris JG is feeling the pressure with less than 15 bigs, and he's making some pretty light shoves. Mathematics says, how many events you playing, Dutch? Do you know yet? Quite a number. I think that there's close to 40 on my schedule. But I'm not going to be playing all of them. You know, a lot of the ones I have scheduled are like, 2-a-days, and planning on going deep in some of the 11 a.m., so I won't be able to make it in the 3 p.m.s. And planning on making some day 2s and some day 3s, maybe even some day 4s if we're playing some of the longer events. So hopefully I'll only be playing like 11. Yeah, and we'll win like 4 bracelets. Worst case scenario is I think we're playing 40, around 40.
That's the worst case.
And that's worst case scenario. That's like not making it deep in anything.
Yeah, and I think this year I'll be sticking around more. I usually just ditch you because I feel like you play better when I'm there.
Yeah,
looking
like
over you, making sure you make the right moves, mister.
I miss you when you're gone. That's actually a pretty good flop for pocket eights because these guys can put me on like an ace jack, ace 10, and feel pretty good about a lot of hands that we're beating. Plus, we're ahead. We've got the overpair. Having an overpair with pocket eights is kind of rare. So overcall coming in with a 5x from under the gun. I guess you don't want some action, huh, overcall? You don't want the calls? I'll make the fold here. J.D. Cole is saying he's thinking about hitting the horse tourney at the Orleans next Sunday.
Oh, yeah, he's coming in, right?
That's a funny tournament, J.D.
You should play that one.
It's a funny tournament. It's one of those tournaments that like the first 2 hours have like don't matter at all, and then the blinds just get crazy. Fun tournament though. I final tabled that a number of times. It's a fun one.
Well, I think you should go and play with the boys, Dutch,
on a Sunday.
And bring me back some Baskin Robbins cake.
Mayhaps, maybe we will. Shytech, I think I'm probably going to do it as a percentage of a specific tournament. Because I'm only going to be playing like 4 tournaments. So I think that's what we're going to do. Fire out 1300 here. Still sitting with 35, 37 big blinds in front of us. Pippin87, great to see you, man. Hope that your life is going well.
Pippin87.
Always a pleasure to see you here. Pippin87 says, "Oh, I've been crappy." No.
Oh, why are you crappy?
Sorry to hear it, man.
Damn.
Dang it.
Damn it.
I was hoping it was going to be a good day.
Yeah.
I was going to be a good Pippin day. Sometimes Pippin walks in and he's like, "Oh, I've been crushing it. I just made $3,000 of PLO. You know, I took a $200 bankroll, put it all on red, and ran it up." Yeah, sometimes life is good. Up in Canada for our friend Pippin. I was hoping it was going to be one of those days, Pippin, instead of one of those days.
That reminds me of my Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley has a TV in it that I just figured out you can watch. And there's a fortune teller option. And the fortune teller told me that the spirits are negative to me today and they will try to do everything they can to keep me down. I was like,
really?
Oh, I don't think I'm going to watch the fortune teller anymore.
Fold here.
Something like that, yeah. It was pretty funny. And that's when I logged off. I don't want my crops to go bad. Maybe I'll play Stardew Valley in my stream.
So we lose Chris with the King Queen versus BC McClaw's Ace King. At least we don't have to. At least we don't have to see that flop where we would have flopped trips. Made the right fold. It was the right fold. We know it.
Math Addict says, of course he plays better with you around.
4.5 to 1 with implied odds. I think that if we do hit like a 2 pair here, we're gonna just snag his whole stack. So let's make the call.
That's about right.
That's not the flop we're looking for. Not the flop we're looking for, crew. It's just gonna be a check fold. Let's see how much implied odds we actually had. So 7.5 to 1 is what we were looking at. Making the fold. Pay the toll says it loaded. Huzzah! It's great news, man. Pay the toll has some questions for his homework assignment.
Oh, he's doing homework. Okay.
He's doing a big paper. And he decided to do the paper on Black Friday.
Ooh, okay.
And seeing as it's just about, I think we're like 12 hours, 13 hours away from the
anniversary.
The anniversary of Black Friday. Now is a good time to answer any of those questions that you might have, Pay the Toll. So if you've got some questions, I am all ears and an open book for you, my friend.
Yeah.
Making the fold here against Vintage ATL. We could raise. Vintage ATL, kind of a short stack wizard. We're looking now at 23 big blinds, about to be 17 big blinds in about 4 hands. So it is with the turbo, guys. Vintage ATL making a 1875 C bet against Caster. You kind of think that Vintage is C betting with anything. Caster probably sitting here with I'm guessing a jack. And we'll see if Caster fires at a value bet. 3,000 into almost 9,000. Kind of a king jack type value bet, queen jack type value bet maybe. Ace 4 type value bet. Nice hand there. Nice hand there, Caster. I wonder what Vintage ATL was calling with. Little jack 6. So, with 23 bigs and an ace 10 offsuit, I think that we are going to go ahead and make a raise here pre-flop. We would be making it 1,700, so let's fire out 2,500 against our open limp friend there. Caster acting the part of a spoiler here. And 10-4-4, pretty good flop really for ace 10. I don't really feel like giving away a free card, so let's go ahead and fire out a half pot size bet. Pretty good flop. And also the kind of flop that we can get raised by worse. We're not going anywhere. Kind of thinking that Caster probably is sitting here with like a 2-outer, but he could have slow played like a bigger pocket pair. He might have. Let's go ahead and put the rest of it in here. And we get the fold. Hey Mason, by the way, really appreciate you subscribing. 8 months in a row. He's been with us since the beginning. And a big part of the Twitch community. Supports a lot of streamers. And it's really awesome to have you here, man. Thank you very much. Scoobs McGee, 9 months in a row. Scoobs, thank you, man. It really makes a big difference. Thanks for sticking with us another month. Let's go ahead and make the 3,100 here. Isolate that open limp. Pretty good flop for King Queen, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and fire out 3,100 if B Galvs checks to us. Wait for it to give that trailing digit. Right there. Make the call. And lost to dodge. And we dodged it, guys. We dodged it. Up to 47,000. What a flop for Queen Jack of Diamonds, you guys, having that straight flush draw. That's about we started with a dominating position and found ourselves kind of I think that we're on the wrong end of that coin flip. So Lambanelli making the shove here for 11,350. It's pretty close. I think we can probably go ahead and make the fold here with a raggedy ace against 11 bigs. It's pretty close though. I mean, we're getting almost 2-1. The problem is I don't think we are 2-1. I think that, at best we're looking at a bigger pocket pair, but much more likely we're looking at a bigger ace. We're just never looking at king queen there. That's my opinion. Maybe. Maybe Lambanelli was rooting for the fold and he got it. JCCE510 says, I know you give anyone who limps into a pot under the gun a bony fish. Can you please explain why that's a bad move? Is it a tell or something? First off, I'll tell you this, JC. A lot of players out there don't think it's a bad move. A lot of players out there think that it's kind of a cute way to mix up their game. A good way to see a cheap flop instead of getting blown off a hand where you might, want to make a limp in with a hand like pocket twos or 6-7 suited. I hate it though. I hate it. Once those antes have kicked in, I kind of feel like there's enough in the pot, 2,300 in the pot, where it's worth picking up. Even when you're in a situation where like we've got a top 8, top 9 stack, it's still 5% of our stack right there in the middle. Good for the taking, and a lot of times we can take it for a lot less than the pot size bet, 2,100. We make it 2,100. A lot of times we just take it without having to see a flop. But one of the big reasons is when you so besides being able to. By the way, F-Link 3 months in a row. Really appreciate you being here, and thanks for keeping that sub going. Definitely appreciate it. It really makes a big difference, F-Link. So thank you very much for keeping the stream going, keeping the sub going, sticking with us another month. So the main reason, though, isn't even that the blinds and antes are worth stealing. The main reason is that you get the pre-flop initiative and give yourself a situation post-flop to make a c-bet against a fairly thin field. Most of the time when you make the raise pre-flop, you're going to be up against one, sometimes two opponents when you actually see a flop and you're kind of in mid to late stages of a tournament. And by making the raise pre-flop, you get the pre-flop initiative. You're able to fire out a c-bet and put them in a situation where they have to fit or they're going to fold. And that's really besides the pre-flop, the pre-flop stab at the blinds and antes, which by itself is a profitable bet usually. That post-flop c-bet stands to really be your bread and butter for no limit hold'em tournaments. So I think that that plus it definitely changes your range. I mean, if you're open limping with a big chunk of your range and raising with kind of the stronger end, then what you end up doing is you cap your range when you're open limping. And then sure, plenty of people will be like, "Whoa, sometimes I'll open limp with aces." Okay. Don't open limp with aces. Look, if you think it's a good move, that's fine. Lots of good players will agree with you, and maybe those good players are play post flop well enough and are able to make pre flop reads well enough where they can get away with making those kind of open limps, and do it profitably, or at least make up for it in other parts of their game. But for me, I think it's a mistake. I think it's an obvious mistake. Yeah, you know what, BC McClaw, I think that you are the kind of person who is going to raise my big blind pretty wide open. So Ace-10 offsuit figures to be the best hand. Ace-Jack-Jack hits. Ace-10 still figures to be the best hand. So let's fire out 9,000, and we're going to call if he shoves.
Nice. Did you already answer the Black Friday question?
From Pay the Toll? I didn't see it.
You had one from, what is it? Pixel 1.
Pixel 1 asks, why did the FBI take down Full Tilt Poker and ban online poker? I'm not from America, and I was under 21 when it went down, so I never really knew anything about it. So Pixel 1...
What year was it? It was 2011?
2011. April 15th, 2011. A day that will live on in infamy.
Well, you have to. Wow.
Did you see that hand? 7-4 offsuit under the gun against our king queen in the big blind.
One? I didn't see that one. So you have to understand the what is it?
UIGEA.
Yes.
So in 2006,
Letters.
A bill called the Safe Ports Act, a little piece of legislation under President Bush,
yes.
Passed, and at the very last minute they tacked on, because the way that U.S. legislation works is that a lot of times a bill will have a lot of different parts. Lily Lou making a 4x raise here, and we've got a pocket pair. Yeah, let's go ahead and raise it up. Hopefully we'll be just up against overcards, and we're going to have lots of dead money on the side. So that's not quite what we wanted to see. We didn't really want to see Lambinali coming in. We definitely didn't want to see Lily Lou with a bigger pocket pair. We wanted to see those overcards. But it looks like Lily Lou is going to go ahead and get a triple up. And the pocket fours hold up against our opponent in the big blind. So we get a little bit of a rebate. Sex Gym Poker open limping. We've got that ace deuce suited. So yeah, let's do it. Let's make the raise.
How'd you get so much chips, though, by the way? I went and took June out, and now you have lots of chips.
And we got Sex Gym Poker firing out a 3,000. I'm going to go ahead and fire out a half pot size raise here.
Is there the on it? No, there's no the on my shirt.
And that puts us at 65.
I'll be back, guys. June is crying. I don't know why. I gave her a treat. I think she's just bored. Are you bored?
So the EIGA hit around 2006, and it basically made it illegal to accept payments for unregulated online poker sites. And so Black Friday finally came around. You know, a lot of other sites had already left the U.S.
Yeah, you have to also mention that Bush went out and he said that he told the gambling sites to stop.
You got to mention it.
Well, yeah.
So the UIGEA hit. A lot of sites like Party Poker, Paradise Poker, I think, decided to go ahead and leave the U.S. PokerStars and Full Tilt decided not to, and as a result, they blew up and they became the market leader. You know, if it wasn't for the UIGEA and the fact that they were willing to flaunt U.S. law, then chances are they would not
be as big as they were.
Yeah, they wouldn't be as big as they were. when the Department of Justice finally shut them down. Let's go ahead and make the check back here. BC McClaw, that 10 of diamonds definitely doesn't help me. Now he's firing out 14-2, making the fold.
Yeah, they gambled. Full tilt. PokerStars. And there were other sites as well. And they were, I mean, things were slowly going down throughout the years because they did things like banks couldn't take the money or process the money. Some credit card companies couldn't process the money. And so they had to have a lot of, what are they called? They're not vendors. What are the middleman people called?
Third-party processors.
Processors, yeah. So processors started fucking people over too. And then and the reason why Full Tilt and particularly got in trouble. Was it Full Tilt? That's been so long. Yeah, Full Tilt got in trouble because since they couldn't take legitimate processes, they were actually mislabeling the transactions as like golf clubs or luxury items.
Yeah, they were making. So they were doing their best to make it look like online poker deposits weren't connected to gambling.
That's correct.
Because they knew that it was against the UIGEA if it was. They also were breaking the law, and that's basically what led to Black Friday.
Yeah,
the Department of Justice finally said enough.
I think what was the nail in the coffin though was that they were trying to buy a bank. Weren't they trying to actually buy a bank?
There was something to that effect where they were working with a bank in Utah.
And it really sucks. I think PokerStars was going to connect with the Wynn too. They had banners. It was at the Wynn. Yeah. They had banners too.
I think you're right about that.
So there was a lot of
I think the Wynn Casino here in Las Vegas was working very closely with PokerStars. The whole poker economy, at least here in the U.S., pretty much tanked overnight.
But still.
And it was a rough time to be a poker player. Coonsy 08. 13 months in a row. That's since the beginning. Coonsy, thank you so much, man. It really has been a wild ride. You've seen a lot
of bad
beats. of changes on the stream, and we're constantly trying to make it a better stream. And it's because of you. For everybody who doesn't subscribe, Coonsy 08 is basically subsidizing the whole experience for everybody.
Yay.
So we all owe him a big thank you. Thank you very much, Coonsy. And I hope that you guys will, show him some crew love. Give him some
fist bumps. If you don't have any,
some crew emotes and fist bump emotes.
If you guys don't have any emotes, then if you're not subscribed and you don't have any of our wonderful emotes, you guys could find spam some of your favorite ones. It's nice to see a little bit of emote love in there.
Yeah, and Coonsy, thank you so much, man. Emotes. It really makes a big difference.
They need to be used more.
Thanks for sticking with us as long as you have.
So Black
BC
Friday was
McClaw
a pretty
making
interesting
the raise. We're just gonna go ahead and see a 4-1 flop here with 10-8 off. Jack 10-3. Now what? Now what do we do? I don't know. It's a tough one. So BC McClaw firing out 4,000 and a 10-6. I don't think I'm just gonna auto give him credit for better. King of Spades, starting to look a little dirty. Hopefully the turn card scares him too. No, he fires out 11,000. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and say uncle at this point. Uncle. We could be up against like an ace 9, ace 8 and crushing him. He could be looking at a 3-outer there, or a 7-outer. But it's a pretty scary board. Pretty scary board. Does feel like we played that pretty passive, though. Maybe a check raise on the flop would have been better. It would have felt better about check raising the flop than check calling and check folding the turn. Not sure. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, though. Let's just move on. do you think about a little blind steal here, Eximois?
Let me see. Let's see. Sure.
Why not?
Why the heck not? So we're 9? 6. Or are you only doing 2, not 3?
Yeah.
Nice. Good steal. See? That's what you get when
Thank
you
you.
listen to me. No. Oh, look, Badminton says they still do that now. My ACR charges show up as a fabric company. Well, that makes sense because it's still
Yeah, I
against
mean
the law.
ACR and Bodog are continue to break the law, continue to break the same law that PokerStars and Full Tilt eventually got shut down over.
Yeah, and I think a problem with those processors as well is that not a lot of them, but some they were just saying, hey, they were taking the money and saying, hey, what are you going to do about it? You know, which company was that? Ultimate, I think. Had that issue. Island Girly subscribing for 11 months in a row.
Island
Yay.
Girly, you're the best. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Got a chance to say hi to her.
Yeah, we should go to lunch.
Yeah. I'd be down for
We
that.
should start like having a social life, Dutch, instead of being in
Yeah,
front of
we
this
should.
computer all the time. No.
Yeah, we should. You got badminton in the stream. It's great to see you, badminton.
So, if anyone knows anything about water coolers, are they supposed to be what does it mean when they gurgle? Because our water cooler is gurgling. No, it just stopped. See, when I mentioned it. Oh, there we go. We got some spam. Oh, look, we got some emotes right there. Good. Yeah, it makes me happy. My emote tank is filled. Thanks, guys.
Those are some great emotes. Thank you, guys. Josh is Jackaway's having some of those killing bird emotes too.
He didn't do his fishy one. I think it's flatfish like this, maybe.
And Lordy JJ, I like that one. The Howie Love. I
Or
like
here.
that one. That's a pretty good emote.
I like Niles's kitties. Meow.
I miss Nilesy. We haven't seen Nilesy for a little while.
He's been, watching a lot of Hearthstone.
Pretty close. Pretty close. What do you guys think? Let's make a little stab at Sex Gym Poker here. Overcall making the shove, and yeah, we're gonna make the call. Yeah. I don't even want to watch. Okay, so pocket 10's going down to our King 3 suited. We're getting
Ooh, wow,
we're
Dutch.
getting just too good of a price to make the fold.
That is
kind of you can kind
your
of say,
hand
oh,
was
that's
so
such
bad,
bad luck
I actually
for
thought you
overcall.
lost.
But it was also kind of bad luck for us to run into a big hand from overcall.
I know. Gosh, ouchie. You should apologize.
Hell no. Never apologize for winning, you guys. Never apologize for winning. It comes off as insincere. No, they don't want to hear
don't
sorry.
apologize. I mean, not in this.
God, I hate it when people say
guess.
sorry.
Roll eyes. Okay.
It's the worst. You get knocked out of a tournament, and the guy who knocks you out is like, sorry. I think
you
that.
said instead
I
of sorry,
hate
I
that.
think people should start saying LOL.
Oh, that's even worse.
LOL.
It's even worse. Sorry.
No, LOL.
No, don't apologize. Don't
I know.
apologize
Dutch
for
and his
winning.
apology.
Don't apologize
Dutch
for
is
winning.
in
Getting
his,
2-1 to make
his
the call.
unofficial. Oh gosh.
Making the call.
Oh gosh, his unofficial.
King Jack versus the Queen 4. Pretty good flop.
Ooh,
Great
God.
turn. And we are going to win this hand.
Gosh,
up
just
to
doing everybody dirty,
97,000.
Dutchy.
That wasn't really dirty. We were getting 2-1 to make the call. We got to make the call with any two cards.
I know.
It's a turbo. Yeah, that's
Dirty,
what we
dirty
do.
Dutch. That's why they call you Dirty, Dirty Dutch.
No one calls me that. This is the first time anyone has called me that.
That's what
no
I'm
one
gonna call
calls me
you.
that.
Dirty Dutch. Ow, my head hurts.
So, yeah, 3 out of 46, guys.
Oh, is that why it's going so fast? It's a turbo.
It's a turbo, yeah.
It's a turbo.
That is why it's going so fast.
I like turbos. What you
And
doing?
it looks
on
like
this
Sex
other
Gym
channel?
Poker. It just keeps on folding and folding and folding. I mean, he's down to less than 2 big blinds now.
Well, you can. When does the money come in?
Claims to have folded a pair of jacks on that flush
15.
draw board.
That's a long time.
Wow. And
you have the payouts on?
Huge hand now.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
Huge hand. Pocket queens.
Oh, gosh.
Section poker firing out.
This is where he wants to move in. And are you going to over? Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and make a little isolation play here.
No, not all the way, huh?
Try to dodge that king. It's down to 3 outs. Can we dodge? We do. And we do. That puts us over 100,000, you guys.
Wow.
110K.
Wowzers.
110K. Looking pretty good.
Oh, it sounds like June's behind you, making a home.
Yeah. Just trying to dig through the carpet.
June really likes the green screen. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cute. She'll be behind it. Look, she's on your green screen. She's gonna make it.
I'm gonna make the fold here with King 2, guys. I just feel like I've been a little too active. Go ahead and just take a second. I feel like I should look at this this 3K guaranteed, see where we're at here. Late registration ends in another hour, so we'll just keep that kind of going on the background. Oh my gosh, Flatfish, I love that. Nailed it. What a great emote.
It. I like that. Yeah.
I think it looks great. Four agreements, the best hand holding up. And we would have been making the raise if Vintage ATL made a fold for us. But,
balls of brass. Dutch.
We make the fold against Vintage's shove.
Brock.
Brock AM9.
He must be in the part of your book.
Where? No, every once in a while I'll see Phil, and we're friendly enough. Yeah. I gave him a copy of the book.
He's nice. He's nice.
Knowing Phil, I don't think that he. I think that he would like it. I think he would like the book.
And it's a true story. It's a true story.
Definitely. I wasn't out to make anybody look bad in that book, and I don't really think that Phil comes off looking great, but I don't think he looks bad either. I think that he's just real. It's just real. It's just, what happened. He's still easily one of my favorite people, but we are definitely not as tight as we once were. But I don't think that the book helped or hurt that. I think our relationship is pretty much exactly the same as it was before I wrote Poker Tilt.
Oh, that's funny. Albino, we're at they caught up to the stream where I call you Dirty Dutch, and Albino says, instead of saying LOL and sorry, say, you lost, brah.
Oh my gosh. You guys know what that's from, right? It was, what's his name? Rob Salaburu.
Is that right? That's
so
funny.
there was a hand. Was it a hand against Gail Bowman, where a guy had a nut flush or something like that to her full house. He didn't realize that she had outs and got there. He didn't realize that she had won the hand and had him covered. And so he goes to the rail and starts celebrating. And I think it was Rob Salaburu. He was like, yo, you lost, bro.
Yeah,
you lost.
Remember. Yeah, okay, now I remember. Now I see him going to the rail going, yes!
It's like, yes!
And then somebody's like,
you lost, bro.
You should have that clip. You know what? You should put that on your soundboard.
My non-existent soundboard.
Yes, you're not. That's a good soundboard one because
It
I
is
mean,
a good
but do you think that it's kind of like a tasteless? What is it? Is it tasteless? Is the word I'm working for?
To like say you lost, bro,
No,
after someone lost?
No. When you're playing your hand and you're like in a really deep tournament and you have all your chips in,
I wouldn't want to hear it.
and then you just click it. I mean, it's kind of mean.
I feel like it's a little mean.
I guess it's mean. Dutch doesn't want to be
Making
known
the
as a mean
fold
guy.
here to respects shove.
You lost, bro. Hey, bro, you lost. Oh, God, that was one of the great poker moments, though. I mean, I guess that's what people watch poker for. Those laugh out loud moments.
It was a great poker moment.
June's so bored.
Okay, making the fold here. Imgod deciding that 13 and a half big blinds is enough to make the shove. I think that he's probably right.
Come back here.
So 5 high is not going to be a call.
June loves to go behind the green screen. Oh my god. Okay, bro. Okay.
Making the fold with king 2. Mathematics says that we're at his table in the 2K. Indeed, we are.
Oh, we are?
And both of us doing pretty well in this thing. We'll flip this over to the 2K guaranteed as soon as this turbo is over and done
which
with.
one does Mathematic go by in your 2K one?
BCLV 81.
Ah, I see him. Okay, cool.
So $1,121 up top for this thing. And 15 places paid. A min cash will get us even for this tournament. It's not what we're trying to do, though. Yes, I broke even.
Yay! Gambler's prayer's been answered.
Gambler's prayers answered. That's right. And PVAC pretty active, and you'll notice too that he changed his pre-flop amount. He was making it 11,000. Now he's making it 12,000. Trust fund baby making the shove. So yeah, we should be able to see what PVAC is opening under the gun with. Instead, he folds, getting 2-1 and still making the fold. I can't really approve of a PVAC. I mean, I can understand it. But at the same time, it's like 2-1. You know, when you start getting those kind of odds and making folds, you start inducing people to make 3-bet shoves against you. So we'll have to make a little note of that. Made it 11K, and then made it 12K at 2,500 5K in the spring turbo. Made it 11K with a big stack, and then next hand made it 12K UTG and folded to a shove, getting 2-1 to make the call. Looks like we got moved to a different table now.
Ooh, okay. Wow. And it looks like you have 32 people left in this tournament.
31 now.
31
because
people
Illusion
left in this
is
tournament.
gone. We got El Guapador left. Good to see you, El Guapo.
nice.
Hope things are going well for you tonight. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of past that point where we need to add that trailing digit. So let's just go ahead and start making it 2x. Ace 10 of hearts. Folded around. Fantasy Guru shoves. It's going to be a call from us. A reluctant call. Flop comes out. Jack 5-3. And we'll fire out the same amount. 6, 7, 8. Bow, 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 bow. We could be ahead. He could have something like a spade draw. He could have something like an ace deuce or an ace 4. We're making the fold. We get a great hand, pocket queens now. Sitting here with 12 big blinds. Z-Man making a min raise. Fantasy Guru calling. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get it in there. If we pick up 35,000 without having to fade a flop, we're just fine with that. And if one of these guys calls, well, we've got pocket queens. We've got the third best hand in poker. Z-Man thinking about it. He's getting a pretty good price. Fantasy Guru thinking about it, getting a really good price. And they all fold, so we're back over 100,000. We pick up a big chunk of chips with the best hand, and we don't have to hold. We don't have to have the best hand hold up. We'll see if we get a chance to shove against El Guapo here. Instead, Fantasy Guru doing the dirty work for us. We're going to go ahead and make the fold with our 9 high.
Hack in Hand is in the house. Greetings.
Hack a Hand, great to see you.
He's doing not very good. He lost $140 tonight. Hope you did better than us. Where'd you put it? Where'd you leave it? Yeah, it sucks to lose. Here, fish. 91, shoving. And another fish. Fish sticks.
We should find it. We should find the you lost, bro.
Oh, it's so hilarious. It's hilarious.
2012. I think it was, yeah, it was against Gail Bowman. What a year that was. We had Hill and Bowman almost making World Series of Poker history, being the first female at the final table of the main event since Barbara Enright back in the late 90s. And both of them looking like they're going to make it. Both of them, seeming to be very marketable, interesting backstories. It was going to be a very good tournament to watch, and instead, just fuck. 11th and 10th. Okay, so we make the shove. El Guapo makes a very quick call with a pocket kings.
Oh, dang.
Pretty good flop for pocket kings.
Dang.
And looks like he needed it, too, because we would have done the dirty against him if he didn't hit that set. So,
nice hand, El Guapo.
Yeah, nice hand, man. So 6.5 big blinds going his way, and we're back down to just under 10 big blinds, making the fold here with an 8 high. Yeah, so that was a disappointing finish to what was a fun World Series of Poker to watch. W Magic making the shove with King 10, can't really blame him. Z-Man making the hard call with the ace high. I guess that's not really a hard call, given that W Magic could be shoving with all sorts of weaker aces. So.
Did they move you again?
Yep, they moved us in a bad spot too. Oof. Moved us right under the gun, so we're going to take this big blind right away.
Can't even. There you go.
Not what we're trying to do.
Oh, that's not the right tournament here. Where did Dutch Boyd go?
Just to add a little insult to injury, because of the delay in the way that wsop.com awards the pot, we're facing an 8,000 big blind instead of a 6,000 big blind.
Oh, that sucks.
Price of poker's pretty heavy at this point, you guys. BC McClaw making the shove for 62,000, and we're sitting here with 5 high. It's going to be a fold. It's going to be a fold. We have 6 bigs in front of us. Okay.
What's going on? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Trust Fund Baby making the shove. It's going to be a fold from us. We're down to 5 bigs.
Oh goddamn. Okay. And how many people are left now? There are 27 people left in this tournament now, and we are
looking for the shove is what we're doing.
Looking for the yeah.
Looking for the spot to shove. This is not going to be it. MJ Livingston with the Queen 4 suited, deciding that it's shove time, and knocking out here fish, who makes the call with Ace King. It's a pretty dirty way to get knocked out.
We are gonna take over the poker world.
And here we are with 5 big blinds and queen 5 offsuit. I think we can go ahead and make the fold here against PVAC. We got Philadelphia subscribing 4 months in a row. Hey, Philadelphia, man, thank you very much for keeping the sub going. It really makes a difference. It really does keep the stream alive.
Yes, Philadelphia.
And thank you, man.
Your name.
Really appreciate that. This is going to do it, guys. This is going to be the shove right here.
I hope it's aces.
Even if one of these guys raises before we get a chance to, we're going to go ahead and put the rest of it in there with ace-10 off.
Oh, that's not horrible.
It's kind of on the fence.
Yeah, it's not great.
Hopefully we get something like this guy going all in with a weaker ace.
Okay.
Make the call. Signal to everybody else to go ahead and make the fold. And yeah, we got the best of it. Hold. That's not what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some outs. That's not going to be one of them. We had to get a 7 or a queen or an ace. Instead, the king jack takes down the ace 10. We're going to go out in 26th place. So.
And that's why you call it a turbo. All right, and you're still in
Brutal.
this 2K.
Poker sucks. Poker sucks. Yeah, let's try to make it up in this one.
This is just a regular one?
This is just the regular 2K. The nightly 2K.
And there
We got our buddy
Oh, you got to change the
over here, BCLV81, making the fold here with ace-6 suited.
You got to change the payouts there too.
Yeah, I'm one step ahead of you.
Oh, you are. Good for you.
One step ahead of you.
Good
Guys,
for
I want
you.
to take a break and let's watch this big fail, the WSOP.
Action on Dave Balkin with pocket tens from Australia.
The amateur was thrilled to play day one here with Shane Warne and hear all his old cricket stories. I don't like old cricket stories.
A raise to 220,000, folded the Gail Bowman with ace-jack of hearts.
Balkin attended the University of Western Sydney. Bowman graduated from the University of Western Australia. Huge Division I cricket rivals, I believe.
Bowman with a call of 220. The blinds are up again to 50 and 100,000. The ante remains at 10,000. In the big blind, Helman with king 9 of spades.
Helman, as you may recall, from Frisky with Squadouche Junior College. They do not have a cricket program.
A former salesman in Sweden comes along for 120,000 more. So 3 players will see this flop. Ace 9, 10, something for each, but Balkin with the lion's share hitting a set. Helman with bottom pair is way behind. He checks.
Balkin studied horticulture in college. That's where he got the hat.
This set of tens.
425.
Balkin bets 425,000 to Gail Bowman with top pair, who needs a lot of help to win this hand.
But she's not going anywhere with a pair of aces, and I think she fancies the hat.
And that is 425,000 for the call. Helman now gets rid of his 6% hand, so we're heads up.
Good disciplined fold from the Swede.
Bowman and Balkin. 7 of hearts brings some help to Bowman with a flush draw and straight draw. Balkin still a 3-1 favorite with the set. He wants to play
1 million.
1 million.
She's got top pair plus the nut flush draw and a straight draw. With that hand, Helman would go to Disney World and raise all in as he booked his ticket. But this is a dangerous spot for Gail.
She started the hand with only 3.5 million, and there is the call with the draw.
Pot is growing, Alon.
Over 3.6 million. And Bowman with the shorter stack. River card, the 4 of hearts, and the nut flush comes to Bowman on the river.
Death to the University of Western Sydney. Once again, the University of Western Australia has their number on the field and on the felt.
She's going to savor this.
I'm all in.
All in.
Cool.
And an instant double up for Gail Bowman with her flush.
Yeah! You lost, bro.
You lost.
Huh?
Balkin thought he won the hand.
That was Aussie, 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 oi, 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 as an oi vey.
So poor Dave Balkin didn't see the flush, and the truth will sink in like a searing knife.
Aussie, Aussie, oi, oi.
Up for Gail Bowman with her flush.
Yeah! You lost, bro.
Flush.
Yeah! You lost, bro. Yeah! You lost, bro.
Balkan thought he won the hand.
That was Aussie,
yeah.
as an oy vey.
Maybe had somebody who was cold.
And an end. Gail Bowman with her flush.
Yeah! You lost, bro.
Balkan thought he won the hand.
That was Aussie, oy, as an oy vey.
Sorry, guys. I was watching.
So poor Dave.
I was watching. We had a little spammer in there counting. Somebody showing his counting skills. Got banned permanently from the stream there. He counted too high. So so that's just so awesome.
He almost made it to 28, the record. By the way, did we change that Aces cracked meter?
Yeah, I did.
Should be over at 0, right?
Yeah, it's 0.
There it is.
Yep. I did my job. I didn't ban, but I did get that. So.
Okay, guys, so here we are in the 2K, and we're also going to be popping up the 3K here too, I think. Wow.
Yeah, my stream is loading now. Like everyone's having that issue as well. Shoot. So I gotta try to get it on a lower thing, I suppose.
So yeah, a few more minutes until play resumes. Let's go ahead and take a break. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back, and let me load up the 3K guaranteed. But we're under the gun with a huge hand. Ace King off suit. Doesn't get much better. Making a 3x raise. We got a diaper changer.
Woohoo.
Making a little min raise. And we've got bigmoney.com making a shove. So, yeah, let's go ahead and make the call. And if Diaper Changer makes a re-raise, we're going to go ahead and call.
Oh, I like that Savage Flatfish. Savage.
So Ace King, and Pocket Eights. We are a slight favorite against Diaper Changer, given that we've got the Ace of Diamonds and he's got the King of Diamonds. But other than that, we're pretty much on the same page. Big Money getting that triple up.
Wait, did I lose? Wait, are you in a hand? Am I watching the right tournament here?
I'm not sure, Michelle.
You're playing one, right?
We're in the 2K and the 3K.
Okay, which one are you showing?
3K.
Oh, the 3K. Is that the one where you have Ace King at?
Yeah, that's one we just lost with Ace King.
Oh, man.
So Diaper Changer making the min raise. We got a little Ace 10 off. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and make a raise against him.
Okay, so you're not showing the 2K. Okay, I thought that was the one.
I think Ace 10 off suit figures to be ahead of Diaper Changer's range, you guys. And Diaper Changer saying enough is enough, making the fold. Badminton asking, did you ever do anything embarrassing like that? Like pre-celebrate or misread the board? Never. Never in my whole poker career. And if I did, I wouldn't admit to it.
Dutch is pure.
Making the fold.
Let me think if I can think of any. Rum-bum-bum-bum.
Yeah, Soul Reed Stare saying pretty standard hand apart from the epic fail. I agree with you. I mean, I don't hate the way he played it. He played it fine. You know, I kind of feel like the hand played itself. On the end, it's pretty hard for him to put her on a smaller, to put her on a flush. You know, it's pretty hard for him to, put her on that.
It just sucks that he had to make that mistake on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't hate the way he played it. I'm not trying to take anything away from, his shove on the end. By the time the river happened, I mean, I don't think that he's inducing bluffs, and I don't think that she's going to be betting a lot of worse hands, but she's calling with a lot of worse hands. So no problem making the shove there. But yeah. Getting up, making a little celebration once he puts that huge dent on her stack. Yeah, I don't really like celebrating, wins like that either. To tell you the truth,
you're not really.
Feel like
you're not really a celebrator.
I feel like it's bad form.
But you do kind of pump your arms up during a final table.
Yeah,
but it's not
I
like
do
you're
that.
like yes.
But there's yeah. I will go like.
I think you've lost your. I think you've lost your like. The excitement part of it, like, because you know how easy it is to lose it all. You know what I mean?
I do. That guy seemed really excited to get that double up.
Yeah, and he's like, ah!
Usually I'm not really that excited when I double up just because it feels like just another poker hand.
Yeah. Dutch is very, like, yeah. Can neither confirm or deny. Jeff Gem says, Dutch, there's been a lot of people saying that B. Shriver is Phil Collins. Some say it's not. Do you have any comments? We don't know, or we do?
I don't have any first-hand knowledge, Jeff Jim.
Really
I actually whispered him my thought on it. But,
it's going to be in the chat replay anyway.
Little 5-7 suited over here. I wonder which one we want to keep as the focus tournament. What do you think? You think the $30 rebuy is the focus tournament?
Well, that's the one I'm currently watching. I'm watching both, but
we've got a couple people from the stream in both of these tournaments too.
Yeah, just keep, you know what? I just think we should just. I think we should
2K.
just keep it the one that we're watching now, because it gets confusing when you start flipping it around. Nikki, 2 cards. Dutch, fix the water cooler. Bubbling again.
Yeah.
Oh, C-Mac, listen to your show on the Mark Hoke show, or the radio there, and
C-Mac, thanks very much, man.
I didn't even listen to that, so yeah, good. Is there a replay out there that you can post, Dutch?
Yeah, they have it on Podbean.
Podbean? Can I?
The Mark Hoke Show, guys. It's I was on there the other day. Got a call early, about 11 a.m. from Mark saying, Dutch, you gotta help me. You gotta help me. My guest fell through.
Aw.
I was like, of course, I love coming on that show.
Let's see if I can find it.
It's always a lot of fun.
Oh, here it is, Podbean on the Mark Hoke Show. So I guess this is it. I'm gonna post it here in the chat.
Michelle kind of gave me a hard time, saying that I was a little bit too rough on the GPL. I think maybe I was. I've been watching it in the last couple of days. It's not bad.
Dutch is just a little jelly.
I'm so jealous. I wanted to be on the Moneymakers for sure.
But he never.
For sure.
But he didn't try hard enough. So I don't want to hear it.
I tried so hard.
No, he did
every day I was calling.
I told you to write him a poem. Paint him
I
a picture.
did.
Write him a poem. Paint him a picture. Bake him a cake.
I did all those three things.
If you baked
every
him
single
a
one of those
cake,
three things.
I'm sure. I'm 110% sure.
I don't know what she's talking about because I did bake Chris Moneymaker a cake. I delivered it. It was a please draft me GPL cake. It was a special lemon cake with buttercream icing. And it didn't work. Oh man, BRB says, okay, I'm back from a 30-minute break. Saw a guy running full speed out of the woods across the street from my house. A minute later, seeing blue flashing lights through the woods about 100 yards away from the direction he was running from.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Oh man.
And the guy had some dip. So I went like this. We got the guy.
Dip, huh? We got the guy.
Got the guy. Dizzy Dig says, but poker is supposed to be exciting. Yay. Is it exciting, Dutch? Is poker exciting?
I would say poker's exciting.
Poker exciting. That's required.
Let's go ahead and make a raise here.
Because you need to make it exciting.
Under the gun +1 with Jack 10 offsuit. Sure. Why not?
You have a lot of gamble in you today, sir. Sir Boyd.
It is a little bit of a gamble. It's a little bit wide, especially pre-flop, especially in early position pre-ante.
Do you have the payouts for this above or nay?
Wow, look at Deluxe firing out 100 to 900.
Because that's a weird bet.
It is a weird bet.
Maybe it was a misclick bet.
Who knows what it was?
Value bet?
I don't know what it was. I'm firing out a raise. We're going 3 bullets with it.
Oh, here we go. Pew, pew.
Okay, let's get some payouts. Which payouts do we want to see?
The one that we're currently watching.
The Focus tournament?
Yeah.
Let's make the Focus
How many
tournament this 3K.
The 3K? Okay, so how many people are left in the 3K now? There are 45 out of 57 left. Dutch is in 25th position.
And it'll probably be like
You're in the middles.
like a $1,600, $1,700 first place.
This is 900. Oh, because it's late regging still?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
still
you don't
late regging, still rebuys.
Yeah, I guess you don't. I mean, will it update as it goes, or is it just like?
Yeah, it'll update.
Oh, okay. When he zigged, he should have zagged. That's right. Gosh, I have my stream on mobile. It's really horrible quality. Oh my gosh. So if you guys are watching this on mobile right now, you can watch it on your PC later if you go to YouTube. But I'm sure you can hear as well. And if you guys aren't following and you're on mobile, the heart button is above Dutch's head. And if you're on PC, it's right here below me. We've been having a little bit of lag on our stream today. I don't exactly know why.
Fun hand here.
And if you are experiencing lag, make sure you refresh and try that, or try a different browser.
Just got a huge pot in this 2K guaranteed. Jack 9 suited.
Hey, Coleman 22. Haven't seen you in a bit. How have you been?
Kyle.
Kyle.
It's great to have you here, man.
Yeah. We have to go out. We have to do some pool or hang out or have dinner. Dinner is good. I guess we can play pool, pinball, pool.
Good Times is smoke free.
I know.
And it's a great pool hall.
I'm just not very good at pool.
Kyle's there
man.
all the time.
I'm just not very good at pool.
Well, you can't get better unless you play.
But I have other things that I like to play.
Okay, so Ace King against that 7-5, in a 7-5-2 flop. Yeah, let's go ahead and assume that our Ace King is still good. Deluxe firing out the shove here. I have Calling Station, also a Spewtard. Those are my deluxe notes.
You shouldn't say things like that about
It makes me kind of feel like making the call. He's also known to open limp with hands like jacks, so I'll make the fold.
They done moved you. Did he limp there or?
I don't know. I don't know what he had. Making the fold.
Okay. Did they move you?
They did, yeah. They moved us to another table.
Oh, I can't log it. I can't see the table for some. Oh, there we go. It takes a second. Huh. It's weird.
They moved Deluxe, too. Yeah, let's see a flop. Pretty good flop for 10 high. Pretty good flop for 10-8 of clubs, you guys. Z-Man firing out 100 into 400. Movich making the call. And I kind of feel like we can go ahead and make a raise here. A lot of times it's going to buy a card. It also opens the door for Z-Man to blow us off the hand. Sometimes it just takes it. And when it takes it, I'm fine with that.
Oh, Flatfish just watched your 2014 event number 33 win. Well played, Dutch. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Thank you. I'm going to make it a little bit less than half pot here, you guys. Flatfish, thank you very much, man. Number 3, third bracelet.
I'm actually getting pretty excited about the WSOP now.
Gosh, now what do we do against Movich?
Oh, I got too much excite.
I mean, we've got the flush, but he's kind of betting like he has the flush too.
What's your high card there?
You know what? It doesn't matter. We're not getting rid of flushes in a rebuy. Let's
They
go ahead and get the rest of it in.
I always worried that you're going to time out. You timing out? Okay. Oh, I thought you were just going to shove there.
Well, I felt like just calling is pretty much the same thing.
Oh, he's doing the same. Oh. Oh, well.
Yeah, so it goes. You know, we're not loving it when he makes a check raise, but there's just no way that we're getting rid of a flush in a rebuy like this. The only way we're not losing our whole stack there is if we check back on the turn. Which I can make an argument for. I can make an argument for. It's not like we're jumping up and down when he check raises. We're not like, yes! Yes! Sleeping Guy joining us in the stream. Great to see you, man. Little Queen 3 suited action making the fold against Legham's big blind. And LaSauce, good to see you, man.
Sup, Iceman Kiwi. Sup. And Johnny Outlaw Gaming says, my boy Dutch in the house. Yeah, our week has been a good one. Sleeping Guy, I hope you had a good week too. We try to get some stuff done in the stream a little bit. We played some games. But did you play any new games, Dutch? You said you were playing some.
No.
Or you were finishing your book. You're reading a new book. That's right.
I am. I'm reading Seven Eves by Neil Stevenson.
Yes, and it's been a very traumatic journey thus so far, huh, Dutch?
It has been. A little space opera.
Yes, and that's what you said. That's right. I asked you this morning what you were doing, and you were like, finishing my space opera, and I thought it was a video game. Oh, what game is that? Sounds like a really good game.
So this 3K guaranteed nightly is not really going as well as the 2K.
It's all right. You know what? No. Stay here, dude. Stay here.
You think we should stay here?
You are. Yeah. Just stay here. You'll be okay.
A lot further along in the 2K as well. 12 out of 116 left.
Well, do you want? If you switch, you have to switch the pay tables too.
Yeah. And that just sounds like too much work.
It does. We work the minimum in this stream.
Okay, we'll stick around. We'll stick with the.
Just shove here, dude, and then double it up, man. Double up.
Thank you for the advice, Michelle.
Like right now, I have a feeling.
Making the fold here against Z-Man.
Barack wants to know if you're putting a team together for the Ford tag team event, and I believe you are on a team, correct?
I am.
Are you going to be backed in that team event?
Nope, we're putting up our own money on that one.
Oh, nice. That's good. I like that.
And I am on a team. Will Givens, Paul Daywald.
And there's four?
And a player named Jackson out of Florida.
Oh, nice.
Got some pretty good results.
Speaking of Florida, we have a friend who has if you're in Florida, he has a donut restaurant there in, I think, Fort Lauderdale.
Is this a plug?
Yeah, he's a
plug
friend.
for a donut spot?
Well, he's Chef Patrick. Chef Patrick. Chef Patrick is a domainer that we met years ago. Well, Dutch knows him, and he's like really known in the domaining world. But he and his wife started a lovely mini donut restaurant.
So now he's just
and
a
they
chef.
have, I've never even thought of it, and I think it's genius, donut shakes. Donut shakes.
Donut shakes.
Yes.
That is pretty genius. I want a donut shake.
I was like, what?
I feel like we should get a free
What?
donut shake for the plug.
Well, I'm sure if we ever go to Florida, I'm sure he'd hook us up. I'm sure he doesn't watch the show, but let's see what it's called. It's called.
I'm gonna hook you up, Dutch. 5% off.
Let's see. Actually, let's see
Thank you,
where
Chef
is this
Patrick.
at. Mini Donut Factory is in Tampa, Florida. That's where it's at. So it's in Tampa. So yeah, check it out. They had a he was on their local news channel too. Thought that was pretty neat.
I'm gonna put the 2K up. I feel like switching it up. I feel like putting up the 2K.
Okay. All right. Hey, guess what, Dutch? And he just said
What?
on my comment when I said I'm so jealous. He said, "Come on down. We've got an extra bedroom for you in Dutch anytime." Oh, I will.
We should move to Florida.
I will.
we should
So
just move in. Like, are you guys leaving or? Hey, you said you had an extra bed. Anytime. Does anytime mean all the time? I feel like it does. Okay, so let's get this 2K up. I kind of want to watch this for a little while because we're doing much better in this 2K than the 3K guaranteed. We're 15 out of 110. We have 28,000 chips in front of us, which is more than 100 big blinds in front of us. The Andes have already hit. So we're in a good spot. We got BCLV81, friend of the stream up there, and Freezer, pretty decent player too to our left.
should I say Dutch wants to move in? No, I won't say that.
And right when we switch over, we get Ace King.
Ah, see?
So this is awesome.
So wait, Ace
I'd
King
love
in the
for
other
Honest
one,
Bluff to make a shove
or Ace
here
King on the 2K?
in the 2K guaranteed.
Oh, okay. So we're on the other one, and the payout's different.
How beautiful is this, you guys? So Scott67 making a raise to 540. I like the amount. Honest Bluff's making a call, and we get to do this. Yeah. Well, not going anywhere. Pocket nines. And we get the suck out. So Honest Bluffs, I kind of feel like with his stack, probably should have made the shove pre-flop. Wouldn't have mattered if the flop, and the turn, stay the same because I'm not going anywhere pre-flop.
So did we win then that one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, we did.
Mr. Stream Miracle. I missed it.
Yes, we did. We turned to king and 3-outed the nines, but we're going to see all 5 cards anyway, so it's basically a flip. Like I said, I don't really love the way he played it. I think that, pocket nines is definitely a better shove there instead of just a call. Let's make a call here. We're getting some pretty good odds against a lot of players post flop with a hand that could flop good. King 2 of clubs. This 8-8-3 is actually a pretty good flop for us. Fire out a check. Try to get a cheap turn card. And we have Lucky Lou firing out a half pot size bet.
Okay.
So I'm going to just go ahead and make the call here instead of check raise.
It's funny. Our chat is so awesome.
I could check raise. And check raising kind of makes it look like I've got an 8. Check calling just makes it look like I've got exactly what I have. So getting blown off this hand, and there's a pretty decent chance that Lucky Lou has something like pocket nines or pocket sevens or somewhere around there. So we're going to go ahead and make the fold, getting blown off the hand.
Blown off the hand.
And let's switch back over to the 3K where we got this hand brewing. Made it 3 times the big blind. Got called by Movich. Got called by B. Shriever. Probably going to get called by Sergeant Pepper. Getting 5-1. He says no. He makes the fold. And we completely whiff it. Against 2 opponents. I mean, we could go ahead and fire out a half pot size bet here. Let's do. Ace Queen still figures to be ahead of most of their calling ranges. And we get to represent the bigger pocket pairs. We still have a lot of draws.
Are you talking about the 3K?
Right now, yeah. Right now, I
Are you
switched back
showing
over
the?
to 3K,
Oh gosh.
yeah.
Okay, I was confused.
So B. Shriever making the call.
Oh my gosh, Dutch, such a flip flopper. I also have 2 questions for you when you're done with this hand.
Okay. Now firing out a half pot size bet. Is it possible, guys? Is it possible that B. Shriever made the call with overcards and is now firing out a bet on the turn? It's possible. I think it's a lot more likely that we're looking at some sort of stupid pocket pair or a 9. He could have like a 9-10, Jack-9 type hand. I think it's probably likely that we're looking at like pocket 5s or pocket 6s. That's what I think we're looking at. He might have pushed us off the best hand there.
So Johnny Outlaw Gaming, Dutchie, wants to know, in your eyes, what are the worst and best rooms for locals in Vegas? Can I tell him the worst?
Sure.
The worst is the quad, or the links. Unless they remodeled. In 2013, we
back to the
stayed at
2K.
the Links, and it was god awful. Best though, best. There's a lot of good ones. So I mean, for locals, let's see.
Making the fold.
What do you think is the best room, Dutch? We don't really stay in the hotels, but we stayed at the Red Rock. That was nice. And where else have we? Oh, the Wind is really nice. The Wind, very nice. The Wind. So but what was the
I
downtown?
think you might be talking about like the best poker rooms.
Oh, I meant rooms. Oh, okay, poker rooms.
And if that's the case, I mean, hell, pretty much anything on the Strip is pretty good.
If it's on the Strip, like Caesars is really good because the rake is high though, but it's worth it because it's on the Strip and you get a lot of the tourist drunk traffic coming through.
What do you guys think of this hand? So we have the Queen, 10 of Spades.
Aria is really good too, but you have more. I think the competition's a little tougher. Aria.
Let's go the whole way with it.
And if you want to play with locals, I think Green Valley and Red Rock are probably pretty good. If you want to play with locals, though.
How about a check back?
Oh, I didn't know which one I was looking
I
at.
think we can probably get Deluxifier out of bluff here if we check back. Wow, he did. He did make that bluff. So that's good for that tournament. And check this out. We just have pocket aces under the gun in the 2K guaranteed. And we get to increase the aces cracked meter by 1.
Oh,
It's
praise,
at 0.
Praise it.
The
praise it.
unbeatable hand just held up. Good things are happening everywhere we look.
And also, Dutch, Soul Reed Stare wants to know. He thinks that our relationship is really awesome, and he likes it to see that how I'm involved and how I crack the whip, make you do the poker stream. No, he didn't say that. He likes it how she's so involved and supportive of your stream, and he's watched your old Raz Final Table. That's why I think this question's so awesome. And he's on YouTube, and he wants to know if your Raz game has improved. And do you still ever play it?
I got the F-Tops jersey in Raz. I would say that my Raz game has definitely improved from when I played that WSOP event. I had no idea what I was doing. That was the very first time I'd ever played Raz. But, having said that, I played a lot of Stud High Low, and the games play very similarly. It's in a lot of ways, Stud High Low is a more complex game than Raz. Raz is kind of like Stud High Low, just played for high. But I would say yes, my Raz game is stronger than it was back then. Gosh, I hate that open limp. Let's do it. Pot size raise. Let's switch back over to the 3K, and where we have pocket kings on the button. Getting the call by Movich. Do we get the call from Legum? Mayhaps. Well, we're going to fire out the same amount. Get called by Movich, so now our pocket kings looks pretty bad. We'll check back. I guess we hope for a queen. Well, a king probably helps us too. And no point in raising there, I don't think. I feel like a raise there just looks like a queen. Maybe, though. Maybe Movich makes the call. Maybe we missed out on some value by not raising. But there's a lot of hand combinations where Movich has a queen there, so... It's very quiet.
Oh, sorry. I'm busy banning people. And reading the conversation, people they're having their comments about what poker rooms they enjoy and they like. They like Planet Hollywood after 10. And Caesar and Math Addict says Caesar isn't any good since they moved. I don't know. I think there's some... I don't know about that, but... And then Red Rock is great if you enjoy collusion. Which I thought was pretty funny. Spots, not hands, right, Dutchie? So what do we got going on? What are you showing at this current moment?
Right now we're showing the 3K. And we're 7 out of 50 in this 3K. 11 out of 96 in the 2K. So things are going well for us. I mean, life is good on wsop.com tonight. We're still not... We got another 19 minutes until the rebuy period ends on this $30 tournament. And we got Gator Bait chilling out with us. Great to see you, Gator Bait.
Gator Bait, no, he lost his sub. Oh, your credit card must have expired. No.
Decker711 says, "Is there any chance of getting an 8-game mix on WSOP?" I hope so, Decker.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Those are pretty fun to watch.
I'm sure eventually it'll happen. I love the mixed games.
And Gatorbait wants to know also, it's he wants to know if do you see any way that they could introduce progressive bounty tournaments in real poker rooms? Don't they occasionally do?
Yeah.
I feel like Jamie Gold had a bounty one.
Well, there's a bounty tournament this year at the World Series of Poker.
Okay.
Generally how it works is everybody has a bounty chip, And when you eliminate somebody, you get their bounty chip, and you just kind of accumulate these special
Those are kind of
bounty
fun.
chips.
I like that.
So yeah, I mean, they do have bounty chips in real poker rooms, and they do have bounty tournaments in real poker rooms. They have, you know, the Shooting Star every year is a bounty tournament. So I'm not really sure when you say progressive bounty. I'm not sure what the difference is, to tell you the truth, Gator. I'm showing my my ignorance here. You know, I don't know what a progressive bounty tournament is. We don't have them here in Vegas. We don't have them on wsop.com. So not sure what they are.
Oh no!
But I'm sure that there's a way to make them happen in real life. You know, I'm sure there's got to be some way.
Are we getting the donation notifications up? Somebody just donated. They didn't come up.
It should be up, yeah. It should be up. Should be up, La Sauce. Let me see really quick.
Oh my gosh, Dutch. You better.
And guys, do me a favor. I don't ask this a lot, but if you're not following the stream and you're chilling out watching it, you know, if it's worth watching, it's probably worth clicking on that follow button and helping the stream out. It doesn't cost you anything. Just click on the little heart button right underneath Eximoa, right above me if you're on mobile. And we really appreciate it. Gator Bait, 8 months in a row. You've been with us the whole time. Thank you very much, man. It does mean a lot to us, Gator Bait. It really matters. You know, for the price of the price of a coffee every month, you keep the stream going. We wouldn't be here without you. So Gator Bait, thank you so much for keeping the stream going, and really appreciate your support. 8 months of sub.
Yeah, and Gator Bait, you know, you
That's
were
awesome.
with us in the beginning. So if you know, I bet a lot of our subs don't have that email stuff, right? For
Yeah,
the
if
patches.
you missed out on the fist bump patches,
Just email.
Gator Bait.
Yeah, just message me and I'll send you the form.
Yeah, because we have really cool
Any
fist
of the
bump patches
subs.
for all the subscribers.
Yeah.
If you guys missed out on these,
Oh, He got it. It says
Okay.
he loves them. Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Woohoo! But if anyone else hasn't got them, that's a sub. Message me. Message me, and I'll send you the form, and we'll get that going out to you tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Joker Staples in the stream. Good to see you, Joker Staples.
Oh, he loves the space.
Making the fold here with Jack 7 of Hearts.
Oh, so 4 minutes ago, LA Sauce did donate, Dutchie.
I don't know what to say because it's not
And there's a T. What's T?
it's not showing. It must be a problem with our Twitch alerts. Sometimes these Twitch alerts are a little sketchy.
Did
So
the donate?
I apologize.
Can you look and see if the donate went?
No, it's not showing up. It's not showing up. Yeah, the last donation we got was on the 13th by Water Wazoo. So you know, sometimes it takes a little while for the Twitch alerts system to interact with the PayPal API. Sorry about that, man.
Oh, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Oh, gosh. June is very angry. June, stop being so angry. Hey, Ferrari Doctor. Good to see you. June, are you okay? Are you lost? Oh, how's my screen, Dutch? Because June is kind of messing it up. She's mad. She's mad at the trolls today. Guys, she's mad. She's angry. Oh, a progressive. I never heard of it's a progressive bounty? Okay, it's as low limit poker says progressive. You add half to your bounty and you get to keep half. Rinse and repeat. Progressive is if you get half of the bounty and the other half. Oh, and the other half is added to your bounty. Okay. I'm muted. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not mute.
I'm going to make the fold here against Deluxe's open limp.
Oh, June. Anonymous 80s finish. Cool. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad that we have all walks of life from all over the world watching our stream. It's pretty awesome, guys.
I like that all I do is win. Great username.
Is that what all I do? Oh, you know, that is so funny because I couldn't even read that. I didn't even try to attempt to announce it. That's pretty awesome.
Jeez, BCLV. It's pretty brutal.
Oof. I don't know.
Pretty brutal. I'm not really sure where you can get away from that hand. And I have no idea why Slagathor is in there with 9-4 suited. It's pretty brutal.
Oh, my puppies. My puppies bark. You okay? You okay? Okay. Sup, poker kid? Oh, it's okay. Dutch, is there a cap on how many rebuys you're going to put in a tournament?
Sleeping Guy 1, there's no cap. I'm gonna keep on rebuying and keep on rebuying and keep on rebuying until that add-on period ends. And if I'm going to have a cap because of bankroll requirements, then I'm just going to make sure to late reg so I don't have to put in more rebuys than I'm willing to until the add-on period happens, because it's such a mistake to miss out on that double add-on. In this $30 tournament that we're playing right now, that's $3K guaranteed. We're in for more than I'd like. We're in for 3 rebuys. I can't remember exactly how that happened. What was it? Oh yeah, the 10 high flush against the king high flush. That sucked. Yeah, I don't like making this a $150 tournament, but the alternative is missing out on that double rebuy or that double add-on, where for $30 you're getting twice as many chips as you get for your initial buy-in. It's such a mistake to miss out on that double add-on. In other tournaments, it's not that big of a mistake to miss out, but you're still looking at 4,500 chips for the same price as you're paying for 4,000 chips. In this one, though, any tournament where there's a double add-on, the answer is there is no limit to how far I will go to get to that add-on period, because it's just a huge mistake to miss out on it. And if for some reason the bankroll isn't big enough to have more than 20 buy-ins, 20 bullets in a tournament, not that I've ever gone that deep, then your best bet is to late reg right before the end, so you don't have to ever miss out. You're never in danger of missing out on that double add-on period. So we got the pocket queens, you guys. Fun hand. We also have pocket jacks in this this 2K. B water sticking around with us.
Well, so it looks like LA sauce.
Wow, look at Deluxe firing out on a Queen 8-3 board. Well, what do they say when your opponent is about to make a mistake? Don't interrupt him.
Okay. Wow, he's shoving there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Drawn stone cold dead.
Wow, that's a weird shove.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And
So-
let's switch back over to this.
I know you're
It's Pocket
juggling,
Jackson.
Dutchie, but there's no way you can check right now. We have to wait until the break, because he donated and he said he got a receipt from a Russ B, and it's pissing him off.
I'm sure he got a receipt.
I'm
I'm
But you
sure that
didn't
it
get
went
the
through
notif-
PayPal, but it didn't go. It didn't go through.
Okay.
So B Water firing out a value bet, and let's fire out a raise, because Pocket Jacks figures to be ahead.
You're in jacks this one. All this juggling. It's making me confused here. That's the Filipino flag, up there. You should have a Filipino flag, Dutch, as your thing. Your avatar. You okay, John? Go in here.
So let me take a look at the PayPal really quick here. We'll just go directly to PayPal.
Careful. Aw, you're so sweet.
The problem is I don't think that it'll tell us the message. So let me see if we even got it. I'm sure that we got it. I'm sure it's just a problem with Twitch alerts. Sometimes this happens, LaSauce. I really apologize. Yeah, I don't know why it says pending. It's crazy. There it is, though. It could be because it was Canadian.
Oh.
But it came through. It came through. $20. I really appreciate the donation, man. Definitely keeps us afloat, and I really, really appreciate it. Unfortunately, what didn't come through was the, yeah, that's why, because it was Canadian. So it takes like a special process to actually accept.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy. There it goes. There it goes. So the LA Sauce, bring back the bandanas, please. Love the stream. Thank you very much, La Sauce. We really do appreciate that. So we've got this crazy hand. You know what? Just for you, La Sauce, I will bring back a bandana. As soon as we go on break here in 6 minutes, I will be back with a bandana on my head.
Are you really gonna wear a bandana?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we get a notification for something?
We did.
Oh.
So as soon as I went through PayPal and accepted it, the reason that it was delayed was because it was a Canadian donation.
And then when you accept it. Okay.
Wow, look at this, man. Look at this, you guys. Slagathora. He's been open limping, and now he fires out a raise pre-flop, continues on the flop, and fires out a full pot-sized bet on the turn. It starts to make me wonder if I'm really ahead here. I mean, the only thing that he could could have here is a stone cold bluff, but I don't think that Queen 6 is good. I think we're behind. I think we're well behind at this point.
I don't want to
I think
be
we're gonna make the fold.
buried. Okay.
It's a tough one.
Don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. Oh, we have a long story from Anonymous from Finland. When you're done with the 2K hand here, he wants your opinion. So Anonymous, we'll see how Dutch is. Here we go. Are you ready for the question right now, Dutchie, or?
Hold on for just one
He's doing
second.
so many things. He has to work on his multitasking skills. You gotta work on your skills, Dutch.
Well, just give me a second here.
Can I wear a bandana too? He's making noise. Let me see what he says. What's my opinion? Started drawing one. The problem. Okay, so he's.
Okay, what was it?
Okay, I start. Okay.
Anonymous? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's.
I wrote a book.
Yeah, no, I got it. Okay, he started. Whoa, okay, yeah, it's a really interesting tale. A tale of a man who played and just joined PokerStars. He says that he joined. Telling story here. This is the only my side of the story. I can't tell if I just ran bad or what it was. I joined PokerStars in January to deposit $100. First couple weeks, I made about $500 a day, playing tournaments and spin and go tables. I was doing really good. At the end of January, my bankroll was $8,300. Got it, Dutch? Then I started started withdrawal money into my bank account, and then problems started. First, I withdrew 2,000, the next 1,000. Day after, I tried to withdraw, but Stars refused to take any of my withdrawals before I sent him a copy of my passport and some documents where my real address is. I said it right away. Took 3 days for them to approve my identification documents, but during this time, I was running terrible. I lost almost everything big hand where I was pre-flopped in or 5-1, 4-1 favorite. It was just so how unreal how he ran. After this, I had a feeling that PokerStars didn't want to give my money back from the system, and the system's rigged. Have you ever heard of some kinds of things happen, and what is your opinion? If you have any, if you meant to give any. Well, they definitely don't want you to withdraw the money. But I think because they want you to keep the money in the account, but I don't think it's rigged. I just think that the reason why they want to keep your money into the PokerStars account is because of the losing. But Dutch, what do you think? Rigged? Not rigged.
Anonymous, what you're talking about is the cash out curse. This is something that lots of poker players have been talking about since the beginning of poker. What I would actually suggest to you is there is probably some truth to it, to the extent that when you're cashing out, you're usually cashing out when you're at kind of a high point, right? No one gets to like a peak and then starts losing and then cashes out. That's usually not how cash outs work. And so I think that there is something to this idea of a cash out curse, in that there is a regression to the mean. The idea being that, if you have a whole bunch of people who are doing really well, a lot of times it's just because they've been running above expectation, and there's this kind of regression to the mean idea. This is a little bit different than the gambler's fallacy, and it's easy to get the two confused. The idea being, if you get 3 heads in a row, somehow, the gambler's fallacy is this idea that, well, you're more likely to get tails because things even out, and that's not what regression to the mean means at all. What it actually means is that if you let's say that you take 100 poker players and you take and you make them all play 10 tournaments, right? And then you take the very top 5 guys who have won the most, and you say, okay, now you guys play another 10 tournaments. Chances are that they are not going to perform as well as they have been up to that point. You selected them because they won. Does that make sense? So there's a regression to the mean that happens, and I think that's probably what you're experiencing. That's what that this is why so many people feel this cash out curse. Do I think that PokerStars likes it when you cash out? No, they don't. I think that they would love to make it so that nobody cashed out, and I think that they keep on implementing these policies, higher rakes, supernova, punishments, where they're trying to do everything they can to make it so that nobody cashes out of that system. But do I think that they're going as far as actually rigging flops, turns, and rivers against you, as a punishment for cashing out? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think that what you're experiencing has everything to do with regression to the mean, and you just have to play through it. I don't think the fact that you were up $8,300 means that most likely you are you're a winning player on the site. You're probably doing awesome on that site, but you probably won more than you really can expect to win. I think that I think that has everything to do with it. Now you're running a little bit bad, and
so you're associating it with.
When you start running bad too, you start playing worse. You start taking chances, and you start you kind of get into this feeling that like, oh,
everything I do is wrong. I'll do something different.
Right, and you start kind of walking around with like this gloom cloud over you, where it takes away your confidence. All of a sudden, you're not making bluffs when you should. All of a sudden, you're making bad calls. I mean, you're like, I know he's got me beat. I call. See, he had me beat. And it's just a recipe for disaster. So Yeah, I don't think I don't think the cards are rigged against you. I don't think PokerStars is rigging flops, turns, and rivers to punish people for cashing out.
Yeah.
But I do think that there is probably a regression of the mean aspect that is happening.
But if you are losing often and you think that something, just take a break. Right? Take a break.
Yeah, take a break. Guys, speaking of, we're going to be on a break for another 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Lots of great poker action left to come. We are 13 out of 76 in the 2K guaranteed, and we have a top 5 stack in the 3K guaranteed. So lots of great things happening. It's happening. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Make sure to follow.
Oh, and like.
Yeah, we're back, guys. We're back.
Is this how you wear it?
Yes, that's exactly how you wear it. We're back with the do-rag. Mizzou. Mizzou Raw.
You do like a gangster, Dutch.
We got Slag of Thor making the isolation play.
Dutch, are you...
Pocket Kings.
Babe,
here we go.
Are you part Eskimo?
I'm sure by this point everybody's part Eskimo.
I was gonna make I don't know the joke. I once sold my car to play poker tournament and ended up stone bubbling.
What? That's a sad story.
That is a sad story, Corona.
I once sold my car to play a poker tournament. I ended up walking home, stone bubbling. No, Corona.
That sucks. That sounds like
I suggest
honestly,
that you might have a
do.
gambling problem. That might be a sign that you've got a gambling problem. When you start selling necessities to take
blood.
a shot.
You should just sell blood and sperm. Right?
Trooper Razor,
and blood.
just follow the stream. Thank you very much for the follow, man. Really
How's that
appreciate
look?
it.
Did I do it right?
Yeah, you look good. You look good.
Does that look good?
No, that doesn't.
I don't know how to do it.
I mean,
I can't. I don't know how to do it. Cole.
You did look good.
Isn't there a way to like? Isn't there a way to like make it into like a band, like a band?
There's a million different ways
I'm just not a
to
bandana person.
to wear a bandana.
When I was in a gang, we used to.
I make the fold here against Legum. Legum's range is so tight.
Bandanas always remind me of either
Right here.
gang members.
I'm
Dutch.
tempted to make the call with a queen 9 off, but Legum is so tight in his
Or
tournaments.
Tupac. How's
You
that
know,
look?
like
Does
the
that
best
look
case scenario is he's got like 10-9 suited, and he's like, I'm going to loosen it up. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
You look tough.
good? Yeah. I wish I had some dip.
So pretty good flop for queen 9, but one of those flops also that could have caused us a lot of money.
I'm over there.
Anyway, let's switch back over to the 2K. 14 out of 74 or 5 out of 75. I'm not sure which one to. We're gonna follow this one. 250, 500 blinds. We've got 70 big blinds in front of us. We got one of the worst players we've played with for a while, Slagathora, sitting there with 65,000 chips.
Slagathora is awesome because they have a Filipino flag, Dutch. Don't talk about my people that way.
By the way, Ferrari, it's great to see you here, man.
I think he's watching the game now. He's gone.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he left. He left.
We'll miss you, Ferrari. So I'm a fish, making it 3.5 big blinds. I'm going to go ahead and make the fold with ace-6 off.
PokerStars has blackjack now, huh? Because Stokey lost in blackjack playing on stars there. So from $25, he made $500. Then he lost $300, and he should have stopped playing the game. It's on stars. From a point where I won $500 to start to lose every hand, literally every hand. I'm so adverse to like losing. Like as soon as I like lose like 3 hands,
Gosh.
I'll like
Okay,
stop.
I'm going to make the call here. Lucky Lou, you're going to go ahead and get the bony fish.
Yeah, devilfish, blackjack is in the house's favor, especially online. I got to think that they have it's really hard online.
So open limping and then folding to I'm a fish's squeeze. Not a recipe for victory there, Lucky Lou.
We are gonna like take over the poker world.
Mathematic just subscribing to the stream. You know, Mathematic, I'm pretty sure that you've been with us before. But I really do appreciate that sub, man. It is what keeps us going and keeps us streaming. Really appreciate that, and thank you. Thank you for the support. You know what we give the subscribers. So if you want a couple of fist bump patches, if pretty sure that I've already given you a couple, but if you want a couple more, you're more than welcome to put your name on the list again. And if you don't have that Poker Tilt link by now, Xmo sending out the welcome package right now. Guys, can we give Mathematic a little bit of a thank you for subsidizing the stream and keeping it going? Your support really does matter. It really does matter, man.
And if you guys,
Maybe it doesn't feel like it does. Maybe you're like, oh, it's only $5. It actually matters quite a bit. You know, it really is. What keeps us going. So thank you very much, Mathematics. I can't tell you how much we appreciate it, and I appreciate it.
and if you are watching the stream for the first time, or if you haven't followed, follow the stream. It's the heart below me or the heart
Right down
above Dutch's brain.
We're right up there.
Yes. And it doesn't cost you a thing, and it notifies you when we're on. I'm watching myself being a wannabe gangster with a pink bandana, so that's what I am laughing about. But yes, follow us, guys. We are on every Thursday, Friday. Well, we're on Thursday through Sunday, and Dutch is thinking about doing an extra day, 5 days a week.
Yeah, I think we're going to get back to a 5-day schedule, guys. I mean, we're not on pace to do 200 streams this year, and that's kind of my goal. So I think that we're going to get back to a Wednesday to Sunday stream schedule, and I think we're also going to get back to We're going to get back to doing some HPT viewing parties. It's been too long since we've done them. So we got Lambanelli. I am Benelli. I think it's Lamb. I think it's Lambanelli. Making a min raise. I'm going to make the fold here with Jack 5 off.
Return of the do-rag.
Looks like I'm a fish.
Do people
is
really
going
like
off
do?
on chat.
Do you guys think that Dutch should like wear the do-rag during the WSOP, guys?
Yeah, I'm a fish. We're going to go ahead and just disable contact from that guy. Tapping the tank, man, not a wise move. You know, when you see somebody, you know, that you're going to call out as a fish, it's just not positive EV at all. There's no point in doing it. You know, if it makes you feel better, I mean, all you're doing is, you know, potentially embarrassing somebody who is giving money away to the table. This is what we need. We need more people who are donating money in these tournaments. You know, otherwise they just become, you know, a bunch of regs trading money back and forth. There's, you know, you don't want to scare away these, you know, these people who don't have much of a shot at maintaining a plus ROI in these things. Best to just keep your mouth shut. You know, don't do this "I'm a fish" thing and start calling people out for making bad moves at the table. It's their money; they can do what they want. And
are they calling each other fish, man?
Yeah, I'm a fish is going mean. Off on Slagathora.
Oh.
And look, we've seen it. Slagathora has been making some horrible plays.
Oh, okay.
He's not a very good player.
I actually thought you did something.
But it's not something that I would tell Slagathora, "Hey, man, you're a bad player." This is, you know, if he was in the stream, we'd give him a shark. And you know, it's like we'd be like, "Hey, here you go, shark it up."
No, I mean everybody is on different. When you play poker, everybody's at different stages in their poker life.
That's right.
Everybody is in that. Everybody's a fish once.
And people play for different reasons. You know, some of the biggest fish in poker are some of the most successful people in life. You know, when you've got millions of dollars to just burn away at poker with no shot of winning, you know, you're obviously doing something right. So we got this going on at this table. Made a raise pre-flop with pocket fives. Got nowhere with it on a king jack 4 board. Fired out the c-bet and got through. And we've got the pocket aces.
What's that? Oh shoot!
Pocket
you know
aces.
what? Didn't you like already win one?
Yeah.
So I have to update that really quick. Hold it.
Yeah, we
down.
did.
Hold on, I got it.
We need to update that and get ready to update it again because this is going to be awesome.
I did it. Okay.
Look at this. We got Beach Reaver firing at 11:20.
And we got a sub, dude.
Oh my gosh, look at this. We got the call from Sergeant Pepper. Let's go ahead and re-raise. And we've got Edric Flo subscribing. This is awesome. Good things are happening here. We're going to go ahead and raise it to 3 times Beach Reaver's open. And I would love for Beach Reaver or Sergeant Pepper to actually have a big hand here. Let's get it all in pre-flop, Shrever. Let's get it all in with your pocket kings or ace king. Now the problem is Beach Reaver knows that my range here is so tight. Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes with a re-raise. We're going to get it all in. I just don't see him folding pocket kings or pocket queens. You know, if he's going to 4-bet, there's just no way he's folding for another 14,000 when we make the shove. So here it is.
Judge looks like a pharaoh. Lee Johnson.
So pretty big hand there. Pocket aces versus the ace king suited of Beach Reaver, and that puts us pretty high up there. Pretty high up there.
Dutch, you look like a pharaoh.
Yeah, I'm a zoo pharaoh.
Go like this.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Hold on. Wait. I just sent an email out to our new sub. I think he's been around for a while.
Yeah, look at that. That puts us in the chip lead right there.
Let's see. Hold on, I'm laughing at this Egyptian thing here.
So yeah, Edric Flo, thank you very much for clicking on that sub button. It really does matter. It really keeps the stream going, and I really appreciate it, man. Next month, sending over the welcome email. I feel like he's Edric's been with us for before.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think this is the first time he's had that sub badge next to him. But just in case you didn't get your fist bump patches before, real fist bump patches that you can stick on. Maybe we should stick some on right now.
Yeah, let's waste the patches.
Let's waste some patches. and that download link to Poker Tilt with the invisible. So it's green. Yeah, you get that download link for clicking on that sub button as well, you guys. So yeah, chip lead in the 3K guaranteed. 71 players left, so lots left to go. Let's switch back over here. We got King Queen offsuit, XYZ Pilgrim open limping in the cutoff, and you know how we feel about that. We're gonna go ahead and pot size this up.
And Boogeyman's here. Hello, Boogeyman.
Boogeyman, great to see you, man. Great to see you, Boogeyman.
Cash Shot loves your cap.
XYZ making the call. I'm fine with that. Lambanelli also making the call, and we completely whiff it. Do we have to c-bet against these guys? I don't think so. I don't think it's a must c-bet. I think that we can probably just go ahead and check it. Turn comes, and we hit our hand. So fire out a half pot size bet.
I
The
love
run
Stoker.
good is real.
Fold the aces. Hold on. This is pretty funny.
So now we got Slagathora making that min raise. I'm going to go ahead and make the call here. Get right between these two enemies. I'm a Fish is probably going to have to make a call. Flop comes King 9-8. Beautiful. Beautiful flop for Ace 5 of Hearts. Make the check.
His sub brought the aces, he says.
I feel like it did, Edric Flo.
He
I feel like it did.
Did you that went fine, right? Fine and dandy.
It did, yeah.
So much is going on. I don't have no idea what has been going on. So what has been going on? Are you ahead? Do you have a lot of chips here?
Yeah, we're chip leader in the 3K.
Okay, I was doing something. I forgot what I was doing here.
Even for a pot size bet, I don't think we're getting blown off of this hand. So the 3 of Hearts hits. And this is where we go ahead and fire out 5,100. Let's see if Slagathora is in a calling mood. No, he's not.
Oh no. Okay, Love Stars has a situation, Dutchie.
Okay.
He says he made a $50 deposit on a bet online. Bad idea. Poker site shuts down right after a deposit. So what do I do? I play table games. Some blank worked. I don't know what that is. Shit worked, right? I lost 50. Won a bet. Blackjack on a tilt bet. So I deposit $50, lose it, and then I deposit $100 back to roulette and $30K. Well, they have Bitcoin payouts, so he figured he'd play a little bit. So what happened?
I'm sorry, I completely missed this. What is he talking about?
I'm trying to figure out what his question or comment is. He just is maybe he's bragging. I guess he's acting. Wait, so I made a 50.
This is Love Stars. So I make a $50 deposit on Bet Online. Poker sites shut down right after deposit. So what do? I play table games.
Okay. So the poker sites
So
are
on
down.
Bet Online, the poker side of Bet Online shut down.
That's weird.
So he decides to
Play the table games. Okay, I see. I
Play
just read
table
it
games.
kind of. I was reading it kind of fast. Did
Yeah,
you?
this is a bad idea, Love Stars. This is a bad idea. What you're doing, you're deginning is basically what you're doing. If it ends well, that's great. But it's just setting up bad habits. I mean, even if you win $3K at roulette, you cash it out, and it sets up bad habits for the future. So, good job, man. Good job. Okay, making the fold here against XYZ Pilgrim, even though that's tempting. It's tempting. Let's switch back over to the 3K, where we are the chip leader. I'm actually going to go to the Twitterverse and brag. Chip leader in the 3K guaranteed.
You're bragging. Okay, cool. Nice. I'm a fish just keeps on talking and talking to the other guy. Aw.
Well, that's why they have the
Mute.
mute button.
Mute.
I mean, if Slagathor didn't want to hear it, he could just always click the mute button.
Okay. I think I'm caught up in all the chat. Now I can pay attention to the play. It's good, good, good. I like that. Thank you guys for being so active on the chat. I really appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask poker-related questions. And if Dutch doesn't get to you, you can always email him at dutch@dutchboyd.com. And yes, I'm a fish does have issues, Jeff. Oh,
So
well,
guys,
he's still
yeah.
talking. Did you mute them both or just the one?
I just muted I'm a fish.
Oh.
I'm not going to mute Slagathor. He can say whatever he wants. As long as he keeps on open limping with 9-4 suited under the gun, I'm okay with Slagathor saying anything he wants.
He's a dinosaurus. He's like a dinosaur. He's like a dinosaur of slag.
This is kind of a fun hand. Made the raise pre-flop. The flop actually comes 6-7 on a 5-4 suited pre-flop move. And 2 in a row. Yeah, let's do it. 2 in a row. Laminelli making the raise. I'm going to go ahead and make a call here. Even though I'm a fish, kind of has a nice little stack to make a 3-bet shove if he's got something good. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and make the call. Hopefully get Slagathor, XYZ Pilgrim, some of these guys with real deep stacks also in. So that we have the kind of implied odds that we like to see with a hand like Jack-10 suited. Boom!
Boom.
So now we have the Jack-high flush draw. The ace actually hits. That should slow some players down. Laminelli firing out a C-bet is not going to get through me. I will make the call here. And yeah, it is actually a pretty good spot because even if someone has an ace, a lot of times it's going to slow them down, and maybe we get a free river card. What do you think, Laminelli? If he's got like an ace-jack, does he fire out, or is he worried about the set of 2s or the set of 6s? I'd be worried about a set of 2s or set of 6s. I might check for pot control. Kind of a new term. Pot control is kind of a new term. Basically means tight, timid play. Okay, maybe not. Sometimes it's correct. Sometimes it's correct to check back. Okay, 9 outs, 18%. Slagathor is saying he's ahead, saying he's got an ace, or saying he's got a set. Now we're going to get bluffed off, or not bluffed. It's definitely not a bluff, but we're getting bet out of this pot. So making the fold here. And we got set versus set. So Slagathor hitting a 2-outer on the turn. Really messing up Scott 67, who was slow playing the set of 2s. And that's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Pretty bad call from Slagathora with a 2-outer. Pretty bad call. Pretty bad call for
Gosh, I'm
for
just going off.
Slagathora, and Scotty just getting wrecked with his set. Sometimes you can do no wrong.
Sometimes the poker gods love you. Which one are you chip leader in?
We're the chip leader in the 3K.
In the 3K. Okay.
Doing pretty good in the 2K. Let's switch back to the 3K where we are chip leader.
Oh God, I thought
Even though this is pretty fun to watch.
I got your icons mixed up. I thought you weren't. I thought you were the 19K guy. That's a lot of chips you got there, kiddo.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. So yeah, let's switch back over here to the 3K. We'll switch back and forth, guys. Carlos Jr. chilling out.
So much confusion.
It's great to see you, man. Fire out 900.
Shit, I lost the chat.
It's a
I found you.
position raise. Yes, it is. No doubt about it. Jack 6-6. That's the kind of polarizing board that is going to let us take a... Oh. And Laplam. Firing at a full pot-sized bet here on a Jack 6-6 board. I guess we'll make the fold. It's tempting, though. It's tempting to do exactly what Vegas just did. Legum making that min raise. You know, would make the fold here with 8-10 offsuit. Pocket 10's over here. You gotta love Deluxe making that limp. So we would be making it 900. We're going to go ahead and add the 400 limp, making it 1,300. Snap call by Vegas I-35. A call from your mom says hi, and another call from Deluxe. So, this is a tough one, you guys. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to go ahead and check against 3 opponents. Not at all convinced that I'm ahead. We'll see what the turn brings. 4 of clubs, 10. Pocket 10 still looks pretty good. I kind of feel like if Vegas I-35 or your mom says hi or Deluxe had a queen, we would have heard about it right there. So let's fire out a half pot size bet here with our pocket 10s. And we'll see if we get called by like a smaller pocket pair. Vegas I-35 could easily have like pocket 6s here. Your mom says hi could easily have something like pocket 5s. I don't really know how much heat we're going to be calling with, but I feel like if we're ahead here, I don't really feel like giving away free cards when any ace, any king, or any jack can just wreck us. So now we have Deluxe making another open limp. I'm going to go ahead and just overcall here with a queen 10 off, I think. Most of the time we're going to go ahead and isolate, but we just did that. So let's just see a flop with queen 10 off, see what happens.
Coming to America, Badminton. That's funny because I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Oh my gosh.
8-3 off, making the fold. Coming to America?
It's funny. Have you seen it?
Eddie Murphy, yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time.
And Godless Gary's here. Hey, Godless. Good to see you.
Inglorious is playing the 2K with us. Good to see you in the stream, Inglorious. Good luck today. I hope that we let's make a deep run, man. Let's make a deep run. So we got Legum sitting here against Seabaws. Legum with the top 2 pair.
Thank you, Godless. So, Dutch, what kind of shampoo do you use? Whatever's in the shower.
Yeah,
that's the
whatever's there.
Whatever's there. That is right. You're doing good in this one, 3K.
Usually I just use body wash.
Body wash?
Yeah.
Huh.
I've got a special type of hair that doesn't really need a lot of shampoo. Not too worried about keeping keeping it nice. Okay, a King Jack 2. Let me go ahead and fire out a half pot size bet here against these 3 guys. I don't often see bet against 3 opponents, you guys. But against 3 guys, I kind of feel like it's a hard call for Vegas Eye, given that he has to worry about both of the small blind and the big blind. If we get through Vegas Eye, I think we also get through Legum. And if we get through Legum, a lot of times Sergeant Pepper was just calling with any 2. So the only person I'm really that worried about, even though it's a pretty good board, is Vegas Eye 35. Now, when Vegas Eye 35 makes the call, gig is up. Is it the gig is up or the jig is up? Wow, we just
gig
hit the
and
ace.
the jig, I guess.
We just hit the ace. Now we hope the Vegas Eye has like a Jack 10 or a Queen Jack. I kind of feel like we can fire out a little half pot size value bet here. I think we get called with a lot of worse hands, and if we're up against better, then if we check, we're gonna get the value bet from Vegas Eye anyway. So Vegas Eye 35, I kind of hate the call there. I mean, I think that's a bad call on the flop. Not a bad call on the river, of course. He's got 2 pair, but kind of horrible making the call there on a King Jack 2 board with just ace 2. Like ridiculously bad. This is why he's got the bony fish. Really bad calling station. I mean, this is just really bad. And yeah, like I said, I mean, he had the kind of hand where if we don't value bet, we're gonna have to be paying off a value bet from him anyway. But when he has worse, he's not gonna value bet for us. So when we hit the ace on the river, we're making that value bet, and I feel very good about that value bet. But
we have some resubs and subs, I think.
Gonna have to scratch my head about that ace deuce call on the King Jack 2 board, because I just think that's really bad, especially when you've got 2 people behind you. If you're gonna make that call, then go ahead and fire out on the turn. Otherwise, it's just bad. I nuke your mom, and we got Delos also. You guys are awesome.
Oh yeah, I nuke your mom. Good to see you.
Thank you guys so much for keeping the stream
almost
going.
Not a year.
Really appreciate the support. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I can't tell you how much it matters. Thank you so much for keeping the stream going and supporting the channel and making this happen. This really is all because of you. So thank you very much. Really appreciate you being here.
And I knew your mom is going to probably be here during the
WSOP.
Yeah, she'll be here. She
That's
was here
awesome.
during the ladies' event. You didn't meet her though last year. She's very awesome. I really like her a lot, Dutch. I think you'll really like her too.
Did you meet her?
Yeah, you were playing, or you think I don't know if it was a ladies' event. Might have been a different event, or you were probably playing a different event during the ladies' event. Maybe. I don't remember.
So we would be making it 3K if Deluxe wasn't in it. Deluxe is in it, so let's go ahead and make it 4K here.
But yeah, she's very awesome, Dutch. Oh, I'm pretty excited about this year. It's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to this summer. Wow, so Sergeant Pepper makes the 4 bet. And with that, I don't think that we're ever getting a fold here. So let's just make the call and see what happens on the flop. Pretty good flop. We probably have Sergeant Pepper drawn to 3 outs or 2, or he has pocket jacks and we just got screwed. So we'll let him continue if he wants to. It's starting to get kind of ugly, you guys. So Queen of Hearts on the turn now messes us up if Sergeant Pepper had queens. Now I guess we're hoping Sergeant Pepper had pocket kings pre-flop. Or like 10s or 9s. I mean, like, that's a horrible turn card. I guess not. So Sergeant Pepper did, in fact, have pocket kings. He did have the flush draw. And we got pretty lucky there.
So what did you have? I missed it, damn it.
We had ace king.
Oh, okay. Okay. Dang it, I always miss the good hands when I was answering questions. I'll have to see it in 5 minutes.
Well, don't forget to flush. Lets me know he thinks I missed a clear 2-barrel with the ace 8 versus the ace deuce. Yeah, I disagree. When he makes the call with two people behind him, I'm not putting him on a hand that he's given up on the turn.
Oh, here's the ace king. One.
You know, the fact that he probably would have, then I guess you're right, if we're going to be results oriented.
Medium.
But I think against most opponents, against most situations, when you fire out that C bet and get the call from the one guy that you're really worried about, it's not really worth firing out a second bullet on the turn. It's a lot of times just give up. I think there's a difference also between Vegas I-35 making the call and Legum or Sergeant Pepper making the call. Guys, let's go ahead and make the call here with the ace 3 suited. Why not? On the button.
Mystic Turtle also subscribed for 9 months in a row.
9 months.
Thank you so much, Mystic Turtle.
Mystic Turtle, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It really makes a big difference, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate it and rely on the subs to keep the stream going. Without you, it wouldn't. So thank you very much, Mystic Turtle. Thank you very much for being a positive part of the crew and keeping the channel going. If there's anything I can do for you, please do let me know. Deluxe firing out the full pot size bet. I'm going to make the fold here with the ace 3.
Okay, I'm looking at the ace king hands up now. Oof, gosh. Bit scary. Ooh, raising, huh?
Yeah, fire out a little
You
isolation
still the
bet.
chip leader in that tournament there?
We are, yeah.
Oh, good.
1 out of 54.
Oh, good. That's good.
First place is $2,124 in this thing. And firing out the same amount here against Deluxe. 1,600 and his 50,115.
Oh, he just checked
fire out
there.
a second bullet if he makes the call.
He just checked there? Is that what just happened? And you were going to raise him? Or, I don't know. I missed the whole... Okay, I was reading chat at the same time. Okay, people want to know, Dutch, why only half pot bet? Is that what he said? I think... Why are we betting half pot on the turn? And why bet on the turn and check on the river?
Not really sure what he's talking about.
The ace king. You did check on the river, and he checked back.
Because I don't think that he's calling with anything that we're ahead of on the river. I think that he's calling on the... I think he's calling a lot of hands on the turn because he's got the draw. But I don't think he's calling on the river with a busted draw. And in fact, I think that's exactly what happened. He had pocket kings with the flush, and I think he folds to a value bet on the end.
Not the flush says, nice play. Would end up all in like a noob. Me too. Not the flush. I'd shove right there. I'd shove even before seeing the flop.
And your mom says hi, firing out a very quick half pot size bet. Making the fold.
Oh my gosh, that water cooler is making me crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. We're going to have to get that fixed up here pretty soon.
Maybe there's Archie Kabuto said that there could be a bubble in the hose. Oh. Oh, Money Miser lost in the Kings hockey game. What's up, crew? The guy had Kings, right?
Yeah.
Bump, bump. Ooh, yeah. Wilco. The band Wilco.
I want to say that they do have a member of that band that plays some poker. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know that I would say a prominent stud player, but I do think that one of them is kind of into poker. I think that is right. This is probably one of those things to ask Google. Let's ask Google. Wilco poker?
We're gonna take over the poker world.
And Monster Yoda subbing 9 months in a row. Yoda, thank you so much for keeping the stream going and keeping it alive. Really appreciate that, man. Wow, look at Deluxe.
Yeah, really. Oh my God, June is
Deluxe
snoring
getting
so
it with
loud.
that 6-7. But it's not like the other guy had much to work with there. Firing out 1,300 here with the ace-3 suited. Thank you very much, Monster Yoda. By the way, if you've been with us so long, you might have been with us before we were giving away these fist bump patches. So if you don't have your fist bump patches, make sure to let X1 or me know. Or if you want some, if you used them up, I'd be more than happy to send you some new ones.
Yes.
Firing out into Sergeant Pepper on a King Queen 5 board. Pretty good flop for our range. See what Sergeant Pepper does. He makes the call, and that sucks. So yeah, now we check back, and if it comes like a 6 or a 2 or something, then maybe we're ahead of Jack 10. Maybe we're ahead of Jack 9. It's really all we're ahead of. What do you think, Sergeant Pepper? Fires out 3,000. And I've got a note on this guy which says he's not that good at value betting on the river, which makes me feel like this is even more likely a bluff with a Jack 10, Jack 9, 10-9 type hand. So I'm going to hero call him with the ace. We only need to be ahead 25% of the time. And I don't think he's making this value bet with a queen. I think that, I think that ace high is good maybe 40% of the time here. So hold your breath and hope that we're in that 40% instead of the 60%. Oh, fucking brutal. So Sergeant Pepper fired out a bet there, which was probably a bluff. He just turned his ace jack hand into a bluff. It wasn't a value bet. He put us on some sort of pocket pair and decided that he was going to try to push us off of it on the river. It was never working, but yeah. I guess we're supposed to make a raise there. Nice hand there. Nice hand there, Sergeant Pepper. It's annoying. It's annoying when we read him for the bluff, but he's bluffing with better than what we've got. Let's go ahead and make the call here with ace 10 suited. I'm getting just 1,000,000 to 1 pot odds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1. And what a flop.
Does that mean we're not chip leader anymore?
What a flop.
Just joking. Oh my god.
So we're going to go for a check raise on this flop.
I want to. What do you have here?
It doesn't work.
Do you
We've
have
got
4?
ace 10 of diamonds. So we got top pair,
Oh, you're
top
against
kicker
Ligam's.
with a nut flush draw. Let's go ahead and fire out a half pot size bet. Pretty hard to put any of these guys on a 4. The ace on the end helps us out. So let's fire out another half pot size bet.
Oh, I didn't know there was 3 people in this hand. Jeez. Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either. You know, he's basically saying that he's got 9s full of 4s, you know, or aces full or 10s full. I mean, but it's a lot more likely for him to have 9s full. I guess he could be doing this with an ace king, right? Pretty hard to put him on a 4. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Let's go and make the call. And he's got a 4. Nice fucking hand.
Ugh.
That was a really, really ugly river.
Mm-hmm.
Really ugly river. So no longer No longer a chip leader in this tournament. 20 out of 47 now. That's a tough call to make because it's like, okay, I'm thinking the Vegas eye thinks he's ahead, but that doesn't mean he's ahead. You know, he could have a hand like ace-9 and think that he just, lucked out. He could have a hand like, ace-king and be misreading his own hand strength. You know, that happens all the time. So you put the guy on a hand that he thinks is ahead, but you actually have a big hand.
Mm-hmm. Make it tough.
And it's putting him on a 4 there is just kind of stupid because when is a guy raising pre-flop with a 4 in his hand? Is he really going to be raising 3-4 suited or 4-5 suited? I guess so. And if he is making that move, I kind of feel like he probably should have raised on the turn instead of played it the way he did. Gave us an opportunity to crack it. Also, by pushing on the end, he kind of gave us an opportunity to get away from the hand too. Anyway, that sucked. Not feeling very happy about that. Feeling a little bit tilted. I just feel like reaching through my monitor and shaking him. Little 9-7 suited on the button, making the call.
Hey, what year did they make that part of the video? We're gonna take over the poker world. Do you remember?
I don't remember. Yeah, let's check back. Getting the flush draw now too, huh? And we whiff everything.
What do we do? Yeah, it was a tough spot, that 4. So Dutchy, but it's okay, man. You didn't like this 3K anyways.
No, I'm still in it. It's just frustrating.
I know. Are we watching the 2K now? Are we just not watching anything? Are we watching
still
that?
Watching the 3K.
Yeah, Richie Gree says maybe 4, but you must call. I don't know. It's hard. Yeah, because I thought he was bluffing, maybe, dude. Like with nothing. I don't know. Yeah. I thought he might have ace something.
So, 20,000 chips now. We're looking at 25 big blinds.
Throw away the bandana, they say.
Sauce.
Throw away.
You got it, buddy. You got it. Let's get the
Here, wear the pink bandana.
I'm not wearing the pink bandana.
Okay. It's lucky though. I'll wear it. You'll win. You know what? You're still gonna do good.